Listen, man. Listen, man. I never played Fire Emblem's Three Houses yet, but that soundtrack is going to have me play that damn game. You know what I mean? That soundtrack is amazing, dog. You know, because Bailiff, she came out for Super Smash Bros. And Super Smash Bros. I like to scroll through the music and stuff like that, and I've been listening to the Fire Emblem Three Houses music, and I was just like, yo, yeah, this show is amazing. And especially when you're in a fight and you play on this main stage and that yo, that just give me chills, bro. That just give me chills out here, man. Yo, I gotta play that game. I'm sorry, I gotta play that game. I always have my eyes on it, but I never jumped the gun yet. You know what I mean? But I gotta go and play that, bro. Listen, one thing I love is video game music. I swear on everything, yo. Like I would commute into work. I have a playlist set for like video game music, RPGs, fighting games, especially RPGs and fighting games. I love it. There's other games like third person shooters and first person shooters that would have like good music as well. But the main music I love is like RPGs and fighters. Yo, I have so much music of this playlist playing. You know what I mean? That's why I always like to start a show with like a fighter or like a RPG type music. But Fire Emblem Three Houses OST is just amazing. It's just amazing. I'm it's just amazing. That just yo, I'm literally just got chills in me for a little bit, man. But yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy Jay Barry, and I'm back with another live stream of Speak from the Heart, here to give you guys greatness once again, which is the PlayStation Nation, which is the PlayStation 4, and soon to become PlayStation 5 when they finally announce some damn news for this motherfucker. Yeah, PlayStation fans is like, oh, it's just waiting, bro. Just waiting, like, you know what I mean? But yo, once that news come for the PS5, yo, right now we're like Zeku. Izuku, we're like him right now. Midoriya, we're like Midoriya right now from My Hero Academia. We're Midoriya. PlayStation fans is Midoriya right now. We got no quirks. You know what I mean? But once we are ready, once we have trained, and my man All Might was like, yo, I think this is the one right here. When that news drop, All Might just passed over that all for one to us, man. You know what I mean? And then we gonna power up, baby. We gonna plus ultra when that PlayStation 5 news hit, man. But yo, what is good, guys? I see you guys in the chat, man. What is up? Yo, my man D Almighty Spartan God, Wagwan, Bredger, Messiah. Yo, Wolf Flow, what's good? Yo, Jordan Dog, yo, my man Jordan in the building, what's good? Ice Queen Gaming, what is up? Predman, what is up? Dedicated Servers, what is good? My man Unicorns came in the chat. He said, yo, listen, Bari, I'm gonna speak from the heart. Fuck Xbox, straight up, just like that. He ain't even say good morning, he ain't say good afternoon, wherever he's at. He just said straight fuck Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Envy Dub, what is good, man? What is good? Yo, Sam Ash, good morning. Hello, good morning. What is good? What is good, man? Yo, Andrew Wilkins, I see you play, boy. That's my guy right there, Andrew Wilkins. Definitely appreciate you coming through, man. Yo, Buck Rogers, what is good? Yo, BK Bed-Stuy, what is good, my guy? Yo, my man Baltimore's in the building. Baltimore's, my bad, at Baltimore's. It's Baltimore's and VP in the building. I see you out here, player. Who else we got? Yeah, my man Unicorns. He's speaking from the heart. But yo, definitely appreciate you guys coming through, man. You know what I mean? It's definitely a pleasure seeing you guys in here. Yo, Flippin', what is good, man? What is good? That's my guy Flippin' right there. I be seeing Flippin' on Twitter. I see you out there in Twitter, in the Twitter streets. I see you, man. I see you, man. But yo, what's good, guys? This is another episode of Speak from the Heart, where we're going to be talking about the frame rate wars. Okay, we're going to be talking about, should we give my man Phil Spencer a pass? And also we're going to be talking about favorite new character this generation. Before we get into all of that though, I just want to give us a small short little review of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, because yo, I love that game, man. I love the hell out of that game. I put almost 80 hours into that game. Everything is almost 100%. I think I'm like 90 something percent done with the game. I platinumed the game already, but I'm still going to go back and just do all the side quests, collect all the cards, collect all the soul emblems. It's just an amazing game, man. And I feel like if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan or a Dragon Ball fan, this is the game to get. It is the best Dragon Ball Z game you can ever play. That's not a fighter, you know what I mean? Like all of the action, adventure Dragon Ball Z games, the RPG Dragon Ball Z games that was on the like Game Boy Advance and stuff like that. This game by far is the best Dragon Ball Z game I've played, and everything is just so good about the game. There's faults about it, that I have, like the menus. I feel like the menus could get a little bit revamped. It's a beautiful menu. Matter of fact, I can show you. Let me show you guys. I can show you guys real quick. It's a beautiful menu, but I feel like there's certain things that it could get revamped. Like this quicker shortcuts and things like that to get to the characters quicker. You know what I mean? As it load up. Let me let it load up. But yo, my man, Shadow the Ghost. What is good, Shadow? What is up, man? Yo, Cyber Dragon, what's up, Cyber Dragon? Good morning. That's my guy right there, Cyber Dragon, man. Definitely good to see you in the chat, man. But like I love this game, man. I love this game. I didn't feel bored playing this game, not once. You know what I mean? Everything about this game just had me smiling ear to ear. From the collectibles, from the side missions, everything had me like this in awe. Like they really did like a amazing job flushing out these characters and how the animations are. Just even the little nuances, like how the flight is with each character. Like Goku have a specific flight that is very concurrent with like the anime, like how his poses and Vegeta's pose. You got Trunks, his pose is different. Everybody's is so different, like Piccolo as well. It's those little things, get me excited about the game. Like I'll show you right here, like with Goku, like Goku flight. See how Goku flight is? His hands is out. This is how he's flying in the anime. You know what I mean? Everything's just so specific. And then you have let me get back to Earth. Then you have Flying Nimbus that's in the game. That's really dope stuff. I'm gonna show you guys West City real quick. And I got a few side missions that I gotta do and all that. But I just feel like this game is amazing. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10 just due to the fact that every fight that you do is kind of like Battle of the Z. If you guys remember that game for the Vita, how every battle was just like in the air, you know what I mean? And there's no real dynamicness to the fight as far as like grounded and air level fights, you know what I mean? So you can never stay grounded like how you is in just the open world. Like open world, you could just get grounded here, you know what I mean? Which is really cool. You can run around, you can walk around, you can even get in the car and drive around. You know what I mean? This game is just cool as hell, man. Like everything is just cool about it. I don't have the music playing because I don't want to get copyrighted because I know how Bandai Namco works. But everything about this game is just like super cool. You know what I mean? This is just Dragon Ball as in itself. Like everything here, how the car looks. You know what I mean? It's Dragon Ball Z, man. And that you're playing this in a video game form. No Dragon Ball Z game was like this. You know what I mean? And then you have, I could get my man Nimbus. in here. You got the flying Nimbus. You know what I mean? And how Nimbus sounds and everything sounds very, very like how the anime sound. You hear the and then on the water, see how the water effects go? Everything just looks so clean, man, in this game. Like they really did a good job. See how Vegeta flies? That's how Vegeta flies in the anime. Like everything's just really, really dope in this game, man. It's really, really dope in this game. But this is my biggest faults in the game here. Menu, beautiful menu, right? But when you go to things like this, like character, right? So this is all the characters that you have here. That you got. Yo, Rafe.
Sup, Bari, coming through to see how you doing, bro.
Yo, definitely appreciate it, Rafe the Empire. Appreciate the donation, man. What's up, Bari? Coming through to see how you doing, bro. Yeah, we doing Speak from the Heart, man. I just wanted to go over my quick little Dragon Ball Z Kakarot review, but you know what I mean. I'm hearing people saying that you can't level up because of the because they don't give you that much level up points and all that. That's complete utter BS. That's people that don't know how to play the game. But this is one of my biggest issues of the game here. So if I click on Goku, right? I click on Goku, there's no like quick swapping over to the next character. You got to exit out, then go to another character. You know what I mean? But here's the palette list here as far as every super that you can unlock, like special moves and all that stuff. No RPG factor like a grade here. You know what I mean? It's just a really dope stuff, man. Power that up real quick. You know what I mean? It's just really, really dope, man. You know what I mean? The game is fire, yo. So this considered like a lot of grind in here. You know what I mean? And then you have the palette that you can set your supers up with. Here's all the supers that I have set up. You know what I mean? And then this is for like your assists. This is like your know-hows, and this is your transformations that you have. And yes, Goku can go Super Saiyan 3. I'll show you real quick. Let me beat some guys up real quick for you guys. But if you think Nimbus is too slow, then you just get off of Nimbus and then you can just speed through. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys, this game is fire, man. This game is fire, yo. You know what I mean? This requires energy to do this, and then you can search for key. So you see these guys, they're pretty strong. You can search for their key here. Let me find somebody actually weaker, because Vegeta and them. Matter of fact, we'll scrap. We'll scrap. What up? What up? I like to start out with a big bang. I mean a spirit bomb. I'll show you Goku transformation, Super Saiyan 3. Dragon Fist, this guy is dead. I don't have the music on here, guys, because I just don't want copyright strikes. But yeah, that's pretty much a battle in this game. You see how every battle is like airborne? And look how much XP I got from that. But another thing that people don't understand in this game, how deep this game is this right here, the community board. So how I have it, you have your community board where you get these soul emblems that you can put on here, right? So these are the soul emblems that I've collected so far from each character. This is from doing side missions and certain story missions you're going to get this stuff from. But a lot of people is not really taking advantage of all this. And look, they got Dragon Ball characters in here. Like, yo, the side missions, I love the side missions, yo, in this game, because they have the Dragon Ball characters that you can do side missions with as well. And then there's a certain factor in the game where you can revive all your enemies and you get their soul emblems. But there's still soul emblems that I got to get here. You know what I mean? But this stuff right here people don't use. So once you and there's certain links that would increase your level of your community board. So like You see this Goku stuff right here. So if you have Gohan in here, you know, Krillin and Yamcha, you get a plus bonus for all that stuff. But this is one of the main ones here that people got to level up. This community board, this is one of the community boards that you got to level up. You see that right there? It says 100 plus XP. That's every battle I get 100 plus XP. You know what I mean? And that will level you up really, really quick. But this factor of the game people is ignoring. So that's why you hear people say dumbass comments like, oh, we can't level up, it's not quick. Yeah, they're ignoring this part. So you have it for your cooking. This is the cooking community. This is your training community. This is the development, you know what I mean? So you can build your cars and all that stuff. Like the RPG mechanics in this game is amazing. This is your community of the gods. So this helps you out with like your Z orbs and all that stuff. You have your this is your adult community stuff. This is like selling stuff. This is, you see Master Roshi's like the lead of that. And then you have your adventurer community. I don't really level these ones up because I wanted to focus in on, you know, my leveling up of the characters. But that stuff is amazing. And this is my favorite part. Then I'm gonna get to the whole speak from the heart stuff. This is my favorite part of this game here, is the encyclopedia. One thing I love about RPGs is if they have like a very deep, you know, dictionary, encyclopedia, compendium, whatever you call it. But this area right here is by far my favorite area of the game right here, because they have like the original Dragon Ball Z cards from like Japan. So look at that. You have the Japanese cards here, which is amazing. You know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta do side missions and certain things to get these cards. But I used to collect Dragon Ball Z cards back in the day when I was a kid. So just seeing this just like tickle my fancies, man, of just seeing, you know, these little things. Because back in the day, the cards, it had like each segment of the saga, and I used to line them up in like order, and man, it was crazy. My mom ended up throwing them away. When I went to college, my mom threw away my comic books, some of my Dragon Ball Z cards. I still have some of them, but she threw away all of that stuff, man. I was so pissed. You know what I mean? 'Cause I wasn't there, you know, and she's like, what the hell is all this? But yeah, it's this part right here is just so amazing, man. Just so amazing. Like, and there's another part that I love in this game. I'm going to show you through my captures. And look at Trunks. Look at my man Trunks. It's just dope, man. It's just dope, yo. This is Vegeta doing Final Flash. Fire, man. You know what I mean? Just some dope stuff here, yo. This small little details right here that makes this game that's amazing to me. This is Super Saiyan 3. And we'll get to the last. Look at my man Boo, man. The best villain in Dragon Ball Z. Doesn't matter what nobody else say. You got the thumbs up. You know what I mean? That's amazing stuff, man. That's amazing stuff, yo. This game is fire, guys. I'm telling you, this game is fire. But yeah, all of this stuff right here, I love cycling through this. So they have the relations chart, right? So each saga, they do like a relationship thing, and it shows you like the connection of each character. So here's the same saga right here where it shows you the connection of each character. It's gonna go over to Frieza saga, I think, next. It's the Frieza saga here, showing you the connections to everybody. It's just these little details that make this game good. It's for those people that love Dragon Ball Z. Then you have, on top of that, you have the good RPG mechanics. You have the story is pretty good. The story is good because Dragon Ball Z. Some stuff they cut out, but you know, it's still pretty good. The side missions is really fun because it plays with the Dragon Ball characters and the Dragon Ball Z characters. You know what I mean? It just gives you that, like, yo, they put a lot of care into the game. You know what I mean? And here is and then yeah, you can collect Dragon Balls and you make 3 wishes. But let me why you keep switching over to this? Let me close this out here, and I'm gonna go to my collected stuff here. So yeah, this is the pictures I'm talking about. Like it gives you the anime of Dragon Ball, and it will give you these pictures in the game, which is a fire. You know what I mean? Like, these are collectibles that is in the game. You know what I mean? That you just see in the game, and they call it like it's like memorials, they call it in the game, but it's just little pictures and you got a little text there that you can have, but I hide the text. You know what I mean? But yo, I love this game to death, man. I think this game is it can be amazing, but it's a little short from like a masterpiece to me, man. And I know a lot of people's gonna bash it because, oh, you play Dragon Ball Z all the time, you play it forever, you play it this year. How many times are you gonna watch a story? But still, just going through those story arcs again, playing it in a redefined way, like is a good way. Like my favorite Dragon Ball Z game was the Legacy of Goku's game, but this game surpassed that for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much that. But yeah, like I said, guys, this is Speak from the Heart. We got 3 topics that we're gonna be talking about, which is gonna be frame rates. You know what I mean? I put up a question on Twitter the other day. A lot of people answered it, and we're gonna talk about that. Also, we're gonna be talking about my man Philly Spence. Shout out to my man Philly P. We're gonna be talking about him as well. Where, you know, Philly Spence is typical to have these 360 turns here. But is it a big deal or is it not a big deal? We're going to talk about that, where he's talking about frame rates that people don't care about it, but you know, with the Series X is a big deal. And then we're going to talk about my pretty much favorite new character of this generation, or characters of this generation. Mine is 2. I apologize, but they're twins, so we'll talk about it. But let's get this thing started. It's an open chat. If you guys want to join in, you guys can definitely join in. Let me actually join my own damn chat. You know what I mean? If you guys want to join in, you can join in. But let me see who came up in here. Yo, Boro, what's good, man? What is good? Yo, JP Loco, what is up, man? Definitely appreciate you coming through, guys. Yo, El Matador, what's up, bro? I see you out here, man. Wolf Flow, what's good? Wolf Flow, I see you. Wolf Flow. Yo, Frank B1, what is up? Maybe DLC coming. I hope so. There is DLC in the game, but it's in the training. It's not like a story arc. It's in the training. But I don't want to spoil it for those people. I think when you pre-order it, you get. Oh, but you talking about Super? They probably gonna do a different game. Yo, Alucard, the King Vega, what is up, man? How you feeling about Final Fantasy 7 coming out, bro? Oh, I'm hella excited, man. I'm hella excited. I just did a stream on Friday speaking about the new trailer. So if you guys want to check out my thoughts and pretty much broke down the trailer, you can check it out. We had a few people that came through, like Chris Righteous, Boro came through, and my man Blue Mustang. They came through as well, man. So yeah, it's an open chat, so if you guys want to join in, you can join in. But here's my spiel when it comes to frame rates, guys. Like, more frames is always better, and I understand that. You know what I mean? I would take frames any day. But my question comes into play is that this is what I asked on Twitter. I pretty much asked, why do you care for faster frame rates if you don't play games competitively? Examples. Online multiplayer or offline, discuss, right? Because you know, people play offline tournaments and stuff like that, or they play offline competitively with friends or whatnot. But with that aspect of higher frame rates, like 60 frames per second and stuff like that, you kind of want that when you're playing in like a competitive setting. Like a lot of people I see on Twitter, on Facebook, on Twitter, I mean Twitter, on YouTube, I mean, like they're always shooting for higher frame rates, but it has nothing to do with being competitive. You know what I mean? Like I never really had an issue with 30 frames per second. Do I prefer 60 frames per second? Sure, I do. But I never had an issue with having a game at 30 frames per second if the game is stable. If the game is all over the place and it's just dropping and being crazy all over the place, then yeah, I can see the issue of that. But for me, when I look at higher frame rates, I'm looking like I'm trying to get real. I'm going try hard mode, or I'm getting like real competitive. Like I play a lot of fighters, right? I play a lot of fighting games. A fighting game cannot be in 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? Especially with online play and all that stuff. It just cannot. But like a fighting game, every frame matters in the game. You know what I mean? To see, this button is 3 frames, or this button might be 9 frames, or this button might be 12 frames, and just to see how your opponent is going to react to you pressing a 5 frame button and them blocking. How are they going to react to that? If they press a 3 frame button, like I press a 5 frame button, right, and my opponent block, but that button that I press is probably -2 on block, right? So now I'm in the negative when it comes to frames, and it comes to like my recovery and all that stuff. So if my opponent presses like a 3 frame like jab or something like that, I would get punished for that because I'm in the negative. I was in the fault for that, pretty much, right? So that's when I see like higher frame rates and stuff like that being a huge component when you're playing competitively, right?
Opponent block.
But I don't really see you playing a single. I can see like your frames per second. It looks nicer. It looks smoother and things like that, but it's not just about the smoothness and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's the reactions, and what are you reacting to? The computer, the CPU? No, you want to react to like a real live opponent, like somebody that's playing online or somebody playing offline. You know what I mean? That's where I see like higher frames being much more useful. But I do get the argument of a game running smoother, a game, being more responsive and stuff like that. But I never really had an issue playing an RPG or a third person, adventure game in 30 frames per second. Will I take the 60 frames per second? Sure. I don't have an issue with that. You know what I mean? But even with this generation here, right? This generation, we have these mid refresh consoles, right? And they give modes that offer higher frame rates, like the performance modes, right? But I'm always, when it comes to single player, I'm always a sucker for the graphical fidelity and the resolution. I'm gonna take that over the performance any day of the week. You know what I mean? When I played God of War, I took that. When I played Knack, I took that. When I played Neo, I took that. You know what I mean? Those options, I'm gonna take that. You know what I mean? But I will play in the competitive mode. I mean the performance mode as well. But I when it's single player, I'm gonna take the graphical fidelity and I'm gonna take the resolution. I want my games looking pristine. I want them games looking crisp. But at the end of the day, I still get what I need to get done, in 30 frames per second. If a game can keep the graphical fidelity and the quality with 60 frames, like how next gen is, I guess people is, assuming that, then hell yeah, I'll take that for sure. But you know what I mean? I just always never really seen the big deal of people always saying that 60 frames per second should be the mandate. You know what I mean?
Right.
On console gaming. I just don't see that. Who's that joined in? What's up, man?
Yo, what's good? It's me, J Dog. Jordan Dog.
Oh, what's good, Jordan? What's up, man? How you feel about the frame rates? What do you think about frame rates? Why do you care for faster frame rates if you don't play games competitively?
It doesn't really bother me because for the most part, I play games mostly casual. But sometimes I play competitive. It depends on what game I play. But the thing is, this generation, like you have seen some frame rate drops, a lot of frame rate drops. And my concern is, can they keep frame rates steady the next generation? Like, can they keep it at 60 frames per second at 4K? Or would they have to sacrifice one or the other? Because, depending on how these systems, what they got in them, it could be 4K 30 or, 4K 60. But 4K 60 would be a nice, perfect way to go with. But
Yeah, I
But
mean, if you can do 4K 60 and everything's running smooth and clear, then yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. But I'm not like putting a mandate on developers for frame
right,
rates when it comes to specific games. Like if I'm playing like a single player game that's an RPG or open world, type
right,
game, I'm seeing a lot of people putting this mandate on 60 frames per second in these open world games
yeah,
when what I mean, like what you want it for? Just because it looks smoother? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah,
It's so
that's the
much.
thing is,
yeah.
Yo,
But
to
Wolflo, what's
me,
up,
I like
man?
a nice. Yo, what's up, bro? I like a nice smooth picture though. Like it does just help your overall experience when it's nice and smooth. It feels good, right?
Yeah.
And if you can, I think a good sweet spot's like 1440p because it still looks beautiful. It gets rid of most of the jaggies. Like it's
yeah,
just a better, clear picture, right?
Hmm.
And
yeah,
then it's smooth. It's just like it's better to have that smoothness than to not have it. That's the whole thing. And
right,
we're at the point where we're paying quite a bit for hardware, and we want to see some kind of advancement, right? So it's nice to kind of just see a smooth
Yeah, like
60 frames.
this generation, like playing Neo in like the performance mode was really nice, but I saw the graphical fidelity drop, you know what I mean? And then I got so used to seeing the game like looking good and looking more pristine in the resolution mode that I stuck with it, because I was just like, yo, I want to see this game looks good. Like yeah, the performance mode was nice and all that stuff, but I still wasn't struggling with the game because it's I'm playing in a resolution mode rather than the performance mode. I felt like I was playing the same, you know what I mean?
Here's one thing people kind of overlook too is playing on PC. You notice that 30 frames on the PC looks quite a bit different than 30 frames on the console, from what I
really,
can tell.
Yeah,
It
really,
feels like
it depends on your like your screen, like if it's G Sync and and all that stuff. Definitely
yeah,
plays
that's what I mean,
into.
though. Like they kind of find a way to adapt it a little bit better with the console. Like it's optimized for that.
right.
Yeah.
And it's a big step for them. Like how they gonna emulate like open world games. Now that's gonna be a challenge because you got games like Skyrim, you got games like The Witcher 3. How will these consoles perform with those two games? Like I'm looking to see how much power they can push. Like
Actually, we're talking about games that are going to be more demanding than
right,
that. They're going to be way bigger too,
yeah,
next generation, as far
yeah,
as their assets.
yeah, way bigger than that. But it depends on how the hardware is, and it if it's not 4K 60, it doesn't really bother me, but only on competitive aspect, it kind of bothers me just a little bit, but not that much to consider. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't the 60 frames open up for more competitive type combat in different games? Whereas, like, they could have more advanced combat just in your regular RPG because
Right,
you have that 60 frames now.
I just
right,
think the 60 frames, like especially like a game like that, is just a more responsive time like between the player and like the TV or whatnot. Like it looks smoother. It's just more responsive. But like when I think about like frames and higher frame rates, like I'm definitely thinking about like a fighting game or like a racing game, a shooter where you need that responsive time because you're not playing against a pre-baked, AI. You're playing against a human being that's also reacting to you. So you want everybody to be on that same level and you want to react as quick as possible to your opponent, you know what I mean? So that's why I think about frame rates. That's why I got the picture here like this, where 60 frames the person is fighting and the 30 frames the person is blocking. But you know what I mean? I just feel like, yeah, I love frames, man. Don't get it twisted. I'm trying to damage control and stuff like that. But I think people are putting this mandate on these developers going into next gen thinking that these games are going to be 4K 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? 8K. I've seen people say 8K 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? Or I've seen people
I
say
heard
like
8K too. Like,
yeah, I seen people say 120 frames per second. I just feel like if you're going down that route, you're going to be very disappointed when it comes to
Yeah.
the single player type games. You know what I mean? But
Huh?
I just
You don't know what you're talking about, boy.
yo, Court, what's good, man?
What up, brother?
Chilling, man. I'm happy to see you this morning because you're a PC guy. You're a frame, and don't get it twisted, guys. I got a PC. I've been playing at 120 frames, 90 frames. You know what I mean? I can get this jump to 160. I got a 160 hertz monitor. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
So
Nice.
don't get it twisted. Where I see people be like, once you go 120 bar, you can't go back. Sit your ass down. I've seen it. I've done it. And I've went back. Okay, it's very nice. I'm not going to knock it, but there's a lot of things that you're lowering, especially on my graphics card. You are lowering to get that thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I always take graphical fidelity, quality, resolution. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do like a nice frame rate, but I like my frame rate stable. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yo, Court, what's good, man? Talk about it, man. What you thinking about this?
As a person that recently upgraded his GPU to a 2080 Super.
Ooh, that's how you came in. That's how you came in, though.
I mean, if we're gonna do this, let's put it like this, because everybody knows I play GT Sport heavy. That is the one game that I would say, like, okay, yeah, everybody remember when Drive Club came out.
Mhm.
Right.
I was against Drive Club from the jump,
Being 30, yeah, I
just
remember.
because it wasn't 60.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I'm always the type of person when it comes to racing games, it has to be 60. Like, imagine playing Wipeout in 30 frames a second.
Mhm.
Oof.
Like that's how I'm like, everything has to be 60 when it comes to a racing game.
Right.
Now, I will say when Drive Club came out, it did change my mind.
Yo, it felt like
It
was.
felt
You remember
good,
we
but
was
it felt
questioning?
good.
You remember we
It
was questioning
felt-
that court?
yeah, we
was like,
did
yo,
question it.
Is this 30?
They were like, if that's 30, then what the hell did they do to make it feel like this smooth?
The
And
physics
of
in that
course-
game was crazy. What they did, yo.
Yeah. So, of course, I went on to platinum the game of, ripped to Evolution Studios. But with that game, I made an exception just because it was stable. It wasn't no drops. It was beautiful. It was like, that was the only game I could say, okay, I'll give y'all a pass. But everybody else, y'all need to be 60. Because that was just like, it was an arcade game. So it was like, okay, arcadey, whatever. Ain't that serious. But anything like GT, any fighting games, even though I don't really play fighters, or anything like Call of Duty, that has to be 60.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to single player games, it depends on the game. Like when I'm playing Control, I like the higher frame rate. When I'm playing something like Dragon Quest, the 60 looks pretty, but if it's at 30 and it's stable, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, kind of like Witcher 3 and Skyrim. I'm fine with 30 frames per second.
Well, yeah, I mean, The Witcher 3 is like, if I just want to max it out and do 4K, whatever,
Right.
I'll be like, I mean, I could do 4K 60,
Right.
no problem. But
Because
it's like,
The Witcher 3,
but
The
it
Witcher
doesn't-
3, I definitely had issues sometimes, like in
Yeah.
battles where that frame rate would drop crazy.
yeah.
So
I mean, like 4K 60 on a PC is cool
it's a
with
novelty.
certain. Yeah,
Sarge,
yeah.
check it out on your PC though. Like, see, you don't mind playing some PlayStation games at 30, but would you play any of those games on your PC at 30?
I'm gonna tell you like this, Chief. I
You had
usually
to.
it's with a console. I'm not expecting astronomical. Everything being 60. I'm just
Right.
when I think console, I'm thinking completely different ball game. I'm not sitting here trying to put PC standards on something that is not a PC.
Right.
Now, when
Uh,
I'm on my PC, I don't want to have to sit here and be like, oh, well, this game is locked at 30. Wait, what? Because, I mean, there
Yeah.
are some PC games out there that came from consoles that are locked at 30.
Really?
Call me.
Yep. So, you go on the Steam forums and you see everybody bitching about it. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, this fucking console port, you motherfuckers were so goddamn lazy, you couldn't even get it to 60 frames a second. Or maybe the game was just supposed to run at 30 frames a second. You
Yeah.
know, not every game is meant to be at 60.
No.
Yeah, PC is just
Because,
it's a different beast though. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You got to give
but,
the option of selecting
yeah,
a frame rate on there.
but it's like, it's certain games that you can play on 60 that came from console to PC, and it don't feel right. Like
Yeah.
something just it messes with the physics or something. I don't know, but it does not feel right.
Sarge,
So
I got a question. Do
yeah,
you play on max settings?
hmm
Okay.
Hey yo, Court felt disrespected. You asked him that, Jordan, man.
no, I ain't feel disrespected.
He said, "Yo, I just told you. I came up in here and I told you I got a 2080 Super. Okay, of course I'm playing them shits at max settings.
Okay, my bad.
It's
No,
okay. It's
but
all right, man. It's okay.
no, you good because I'll put it like this: Destiny 2. Because Bar knows how Destiny 2 plays on PC. Because I gave him.
Oh yeah. That was an eye opener. I give you that.
Yeah.
I give you that.
That and I told people I was like, oh, they gave Destiny 2 for free on PlayStation. I'm like, all right, I'll go. You know, since they did the whole you can flip flop between platforms and all that. I was like, okay, I'll go play with the PlayStation fellas. Hour later, I'm like, delete this shit. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's a game right there. Like I didn't go. I actually started my campaign on Destiny 2
Yeah,
on
me too.
PC. I downloaded the PS4 version because they gave it so free, but I didn't start it up because I was just like, yeah, I was playing that joint like 60, 70 frames, bro. So
it's like going and people were like, oh, you should be able to adjust. I'm like, nah, this it feels something don't feel
yeah,
right.
like a shooter is different. A shooter is different.
Yeah, and that being a shooter, and everybody on PC, they're dropping their resolution to get 120, 144. You know, all these high frame rates,
Yeah.
and people be like, oh, anything over 60 really doesn't matter. You be kind of surprised sometimes.
Yeah, because
It's
a
a little
lot
bit.
of people that say that Court, they have 60 hertz, refresh rates on their monitors or their TV. So they're
Yeah,
saying anything over 60, you're not really seeing that. You know what I mean? So like there's games like my laptop specifically is 120 hertz like refresh rate, right? And I've played games that's like really really small, and that shit will like matter of fact an Xbox game. What's that Xbox game? Super Lucky Tail.
oh yeah,
That jump was going up to like 160, 100 or whatever. But I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the cap, the 120. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know,
But
it's
I
a good
mean,
game.
you were actually able to see that the fluidity it did improve between what you would experience on the Xbox and all that, in which that's fine. But when it comes to single player games, it is what it is. If you can get it to 60, cool. If you don't, long as that shit don't drop below 30.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, are you going into this next generation like having that mandate that 60 frames per second should be like the minimum for all games?
I'm really not, just because I know people are expecting it, but I also know people want high fidelity, great graphics, and
Right.
that's what people been talking about all this gen.
Yep.
And then shitting on the Switch because like, oh, you want to play The Witcher 3 on this? It's gonna look like shit. It's gonna run like shit.
Well, no, duh. It's a third party.
Yeah,
Like, come
but
on.
I'm sitting here like, I don't even know why y'all complaining about it.
Yeah,
Like,
like
if y'all got,
I feel like if you're going into next gen with that mindset, like, yeah, higher frame rates is definitely gonna, something's gonna have to give, and that's the graphical
Yeah.
quality. So you're gonna probably be like, oh, this game doesn't look next gen, but yeah, this game running at 90 frames. You know what I mean? Like,
but here goes the thing, Bar. Just like we have this gen with, they show it at E3 and it looks one way, and then when it comes out, it looks another way.
Yep. The CGI.
Yeah. So if they do say, okay, we want this push for 60 frames, and they show this beautiful trailer, and then when it comes out, it looks like something else. Remember, you wanted 60 frames, so they had to cut something back.
mhm.
Yep.
I don't care what they got in that thing. There are some games you are not getting that 60 frames unless you cut something back.
Yep.
And guys,
A lot of
once
them
again in the
do.
chat, guys, we're not saying that 60 frames is not. We don't want that. You know what I mean? We're just saying like, yo, I'm not putting a mandate. Me specifically, I'm not putting a mandate on developers to have every game into like 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? Like,
Sometimes
Now,
You're not going
Now-
to get that out of certain indie developers
Yeah.
either because of optimization, right?
and again, yeah, because, well, a lot of indie devs probably could get 60 frames easily. It's just some of them don't care. Like, you could honestly,
Some AAA don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
but I'm just putting it in perspective as everybody talking about, oh, it's their artistic vision. Some people's vision of a game is not 60 frames a second.
Nope.
and plus,
That-
60
just
frames per
like-
second ain't next gen.
Yeah.
We've been
It's
had
okay.
60 frames
Just-
per second games. You know what I mean? That's old.
Just like everybody was up there getting hyped because Detroit Become Human went to PC. They were like, oh, now I can play it in 60 frames a second. So you tell me you couldn't enjoy that, which is not a game where you actually gotta have super quick reactions.
You got to respond to the
But,
QTEs,
yeah.
man. The QTEs, bro.
I mean, the QTEs are up there for a hot little segment. So between 30 and 60, you really shouldn't be struggling that hard. Now, yeah, it makes it look better because, hell, I bought it on PC and it does look great. And seeing it in 4K and all that. But it's like, I enjoyed this game on the PlayStation 4 when it was just
I think
30.
people want the higher frames more for a visual thing rather
Yeah.
than a responsive thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
when it comes to that, like, because I got Dragon Quest on PC and I run it at 60 frames, it's just like, okay, but does it do anything for me when I'm fighting? No, it just makes the cinematics look a little bit more,
Yeah, because
smooth.
a lot of people are wanting these higher frame rate games, but the games that do have those frame rates that they have, people don't play it. Like, people won't play fighting games. Fighting games
Right.
got stories. That's going to be 60.
Yep.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yo, but Wraith the Empire, he said, yo, a lot of people who play on PC, if they go 60 frames, ray tracing will bring that down to 30. Yeah,
Well, I'll say
sure.
this because just like you brought up ray tracing, I was playing Control last night, and they added a new little function with the NVIDIA DLSS.
Mhm.
Basically, it's AI super sampling. Now, what it does, whatever your monitor resolution is, whether it be 1080, 1440, or 4K, it'll display it in 4K. But the in-game render, they're gonna tweak it and bring it down to, say, like, you want to keep it at 60, it's gonna make that game stay at 60 at most times. So I tweaked, not touched that, because I was like, if I'm gonna run ray tracing, I'm not even gonna try for 4K, 1440. If I lock it at 30, cool. But I want to see what it's like at 60. So I'm going full ray tracing with DLSS, and it dropped it to 720 on the in-engine render.
Oh,
Ooh.
But it was outputting it at 1080. So you got that quantum break effect where it looks super soft.
Oh, damn.
But you got some pretty ass reflections. And it was still at 60 frames a second.
Yo, how do you guys feel about, like, when it comes to, like, backwards compatibility, like going forward, like next generation, the backwards compatibility games? Do you think those games should get like a frame rate patch. Even let's say the PS5. Let's say the rumors are true that it plays the PS1, PS2, PS3 games. Do you think those games should have like a frame rate boost?
Let me get this if I can first.
Go ahead.
So Skate 3, I love going back and playing on my PS3, and I don't even notice the frame rate when I get immersed into the game. Like I totally forget it. But like if I could get that at a 60 somehow, and even be able to play it on the PlayStation would be amazing. But if I get 60, yeah, I would obviously, because the first thing you see is that, right? So when you get into the game, you don't notice as much, but it's like your first impression. It's nice to have that. Like you notice right off the bat. And it does make a difference. Like it's not as wonky. Like the game would look way better at 60. Then sometimes these older games, they're not capable of doing that. And I wonder if the mechanics are even built to really work at 60 well. When you look at like how wonky the animation some of them are and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know. I think it would be better, but
Yo, Cyber Dragon said just PS4 only.
Oh, just PS4 games only.
Yo, Shadow the Ghost said Battletoads 8K 60 frames a second.
Look, we ain't gonna talk about Battletoads. No. That motherfucker can run at 16K 60 frames a second. It still wouldn't be pushing nothing. It look like it run on toaster anyway. But I digress. With some PlayStation games, I mean, like, I would say like God of War, yeah, they could give like that option to have a locked 60 frames a second now.
Yeah.
With Horizon Zero Dawn, they could put that up to 60. Stuff like that. That's stuff we could actually see them doing.
Right.
Because I mean, it's running off the same architecture. It's more powerful hardware. They already had options in there anyway to run games at certain frame rates, where to be locked or unlocked.
Yeah.
So they already had the performance options there, so it's possible.
Yeah, can you imagine what God of War would look like in 4K 60 FPS? That would look beautiful as hell.
Oh yeah, that would look amazing for sure.
Oh, that would be eye pleasing. That would be very. I would just go in awe like it.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Like I would take it for sure if it doesn't hinder graphical quality or things like that. But like when I think about faster frame rates, I go to my fighters, man. You know what I mean? I go to fighters and shooters. You know what I mean? Like a shooter definitely got to be in 60 frames. Like shooters, I don't expect like amazing graphics outside of like a Killzone, but I do expect like that refresh rate, to be a little bit, faster.
What about online sports games?
Oh yeah, sports games too. Sports games, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't really play sports games, so I can't really speak on it. But I'm pretty sure people that do play sports games, they need that. Anything that have like competitiveness in it. I'm just speaking of it. I'm seeing a lot of things on Twitter where people was like, "Yo, this next Uncharted better be at 60 frames per second in single player mode." I'm like, what? You know what I mean? But the online that people was ignoring is at 60 frames per second, and you could see the online took definitely a graphical quality and the resolution hit, but it still looked good.
I mean, but that was the thing, Bar. You was up there saying, okay, it don't as long as it didn't look like complete utter garbage.
Mm-hmm.
It like when you looked at Uncharted 4's multiplayer, you weren't really thinking about, is this leaf super high detail?
Yeah.
Or am I shooting this motherfucker in the face right now and it's accurate because it's not sitting? Yeah.
Exactly.
When you're in a competitive mode, prime example, ray tracing on Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. When I'm in the campaign, I turn it on. When I'm in multiplayer, that shit goes off. And I don't like, you might can see their shot. Like, I don't need that shit. I need all the frames possible right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn that almost 30 frame hit I'm about to take. Give me all of mine.
Yep.
I'm already running at ultra. Just give me all my goddamn frames.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the same way. When I was playing, when I used to play PUBG on PC, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, At first I wanted to see how like good the game can look with when I first got the laptop, but then I was like, hold up, man, I need that frames, man. Then I started playing at 90. I was like, ooh, now I'm doing a little bit better here. You know what I mean?
Well, and that was the thing about PUBG before. I don't even know if they fixed it or not, but people would literally play PUBG at low just so they could see people in the grass.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they took
That
away
was-
like
that-
the foliage and all
Yeah,
that stuff, right?
yeah, they was like, oh, you up there running out the game max hide in the grass. I can see you right on top of this mountain because I
Right.
ain't got no grass active.
Mhm.
Right.
And you be wondering, how am I getting shot? Oh, because they just changed their settings on their PC to where they don't have grass and they can see you playing today.
Yo,
That's-
my man Social Joins, he says, yo, welcome to the chat, Social Joins. He said, all this frame rate talk is from PC guys. Console guys, don't give a shit. We just game. Pretty much he just want the games. That's what he's pretty much
You
saying.
know what, man?
But
I miss those days, man. I miss those days.
But you
after
wanna
getting a
know-
PC.
But you want to know something? It's not all the PC guys, because now since some of these console guys have become tech experts and
Oh yeah.
architecture
guys.
experts, they up there saying, "Oh well, you know this thing is comparable with a 2080 Ti, so it should be able to do 60 frames, no problem." Just like when y'all said about the Xbox One X, and it's like, "Oh well, you know it's got this, this, and this," and I'm like,
Power of the cloud.
so it's a like rate at a 980 Ti level, but it's running with a shitty CPU.
Yo, JP
And,
Logo, what's good, man? Definitely good to see you in the chat, bro.
And it was like I had a guy sit there and argue with me, and I'm like, okay, you said the Xbox One X is gonna do this, 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 and this. I'm like, okay, they showed Forza, what was that, 7? I'm like, this, 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 this. Show what the frame rate was. I'm like, I could do that right now on my 980 Ti. Exactly replicated it. And I was like, that's the power of your damn system right there.
Right.
And I was
Like-
like, and you don't have the benefit of a good CPU, so you're already taking another hit.
Yeah. Like I don't see these consoles actually hitting 60 FPS constantly. Like, you know, it's not like PC at all.
No,
Yeah, it's
I think the next generation consoles you're gonna see more 60 frames per second. I'm just saying that
It's
I'm not
it's
gonna
not
put a
one of
mandate
those.
on
No.
developers because like the next generation, I want to see the graphical quality, the leap.
Right.
Frame rates is not next gen.
But
You know what I
but
mean?
Bart, that's always been the next gen thing. It's graphical improvements.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
why-
always been
That's
it.
why I'm saying like people want to see that stuff, but they also putting this mandate on 60 frames per second. It's just
Yeah.
like I think something is going to give
People-
there.
Yo,
Play games in the Digital Foundry.
I didn't hear what
no.
you said, Wolf. What you said?
Play games, not frame rates.
Yeah.
Digital Foundry.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when especially when I was young. I mean, when I'm older, you know, I care about those things a little bit more. But when I was young, I didn't care about that. Like I always would notice, like, damn, like this game is just like it's just dropping. You know what I mean? It's a stuttering. You know what I mean? We all notice that, but
Yeah.
does it ruin my gameplay? Does it ruin my play? Not really. You know what I
No.
mean? There's times where I'll be like, damn, man, it stuttered right there and I died. All right, let's try again. You know what I mean? Like it's not that's just me.
Yeah.
I see people having fits and going out their way like I can't play this because it stuttered at this area, at this one specific area, and I can't play the damn game no more. I don't
Can
give a
you
fuck
say-
about that
This
shit.
is just
Yo,
This is just a psychological thing, man. It's pure psychological. You just adapt to what you have. You get like some people would dream of the stuff we have now, right?
Right.
That's all how you look at it. We're always looking for something more.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what it comes down to.
yeah, I see people blame it on lag when it stutters. No, it's probably your internet connection, you know?
Yeah, that's if you're online. Yo, OBJ the Don in the building. Yo, came through saying good morning with See If These is trash. That is one fact. That is the fact of the day. Hey, yo,
Sea
listen.
of Thieves.
Yo, listen. Yo, that's
Fact
one game. That's one game where, you know, I was in a beta for Sea of Thieves and I never played it, right? And yo, people was hyping this game up so much. I was like, yo, I gotta try this joint out. And then I was just like, okay, open world game, rare game. And I was like, yo, I'm going to like the missions and stuff like that. No voice chat. No voiceovers, just text. I'm like, damn, this is a Microsoft game? I don't think people's gonna like this. You know what I mean? In my mind, I was thinking like, I play games like this where there's no voiceover and stuff like that. But in my mind, I was like, I don't think Xbox fans gonna like this. They're not even like talking to give you a mission and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
they needed a lot. The game needed a lot more to it. Like as far as enemies and everything else, it needed more variation. But like, have you ever been sailing, bro?
yeah, I've been to sailing. The sailing, it looks great. Like to me, I think the game looks great on a visual standpoint. But outside of the character models and like the enemies and the things that you gotta collect, but everything outside, like the vistas, the environment looks good in my opinion.
The experience of sailing, man, like just feeling that sailing, having that feel, like it's like you're out on sea, man.
Yo, Wolflow,
That's the one thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Wolflow. I had a better experience with a sailing in Kingdom Hearts 3 than in Sea of Thieves, and that's not even a boat game. When I got to the Pirates of the Caribbean world and I was sailing through that game, how it was open and all that, I was like, this is better than Sea of Thieves. Like this is the boat mechanics, the flow of the boat and mechanics, and all is just better in my person.
Well, you're giving me a reason to continue Kingdom Hearts. So
as you should. I'm playing through my critical mode right now because I'm trying to get the Oblivion Keyblade when you beat it. So once I beat critical, I'm gonna go back and I get to continue to remine. I'm not starting remine until I beat on critical, so I can have all the Keyblades. You know what I mean? But we're gonna move on forward, man, because we gotta talk about my man Philly Spence out here. And how people like the damage control for this guy right here, man. And you know, I'm gonna pose the question to you guys: should we give Phil a pass on this topic here? So, Phil Spencer, you know, people was a new article came out. You know, I guess it was last week, saying that Xbox boss still says frame rate is more important than resolution. And Phil always favored, I think, frame rate over resolution from, you know, other interviews that he said. But in a past interview, he said that most people don't care about 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? And yes, people, I get the point where people saying that, yeah, his personal feelings that he prefer 60 frames over you know, he prefers high frame rates. But in the article, when he was trying to sell you Xbox One X, this man was out here damage controlling about games not running at 60 frames per second to this interviewer. You know what I mean? So he was trying. I'm gonna pull it up right here. So here's the interview here, right? Xbox One X, the most capable home console running games in 60 frames per second. In an interview with Game Central, Phil Spencer touched on the subject of frame rate. What also frustrates me is that the only number I care about, the only number that you and Sony don't obsess for, which is 60 frames per second, which I don't understand is easier to do on the Xbox One X than the other console. He said that's correct, but laughs. Why do you care about 60 frames per second? So you know what I mean? He already going into the spiel like, why do you care about 60 frames? Like, you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Right. It's only number that affects gameplay, yet the only one you two never go on about. No one can tell the difference between 4K and 1080p. That's all nonsense. You just broke the whole argument now. So the guy said, how? Phil Spencer said, you just said games that could run on a Commodore 64, they would not run at 60 frames per second on a Commodore 64. I don't get that whole I don't get this whole comment that Phil Spencer said. He went back to the Commodore 64 to damage control about the Xbox One X and how they're not talking about 60 frames per second, right?
Wait, what?
Yo, it's
he
right.
Went to the Commodore 64.
It's right here. And this guy said, Uridium did. He said, I'm not disagreeing with you, but the subjective opinion that's the only one that matters. Like, I don't. Phil's not even answering the question here. He's just, my man went to the Commodore 64 over here, right? And that was back
The
in.
PlayStation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the PlayStation's doing VR. Microsoft's doing PR.
Yeah,
Basically.
that's basically what it is. That's back in 2017 when it was talking about the Xbox One X, right? Now we have the Series X coming out. Head Phil Spencer wants to focus on frame rates over resolution. Underpowered CPUs are the limitation in the current gen consoles. Why couldn't you say that in this interview here, Phil Spencer, when my man was asking you why you're not mentioning 60 frames per second, but you going out here talking about the Commodore 64? You know what I mean? But now, yeah, like, we all understood it, but we would just like for you to come out and say these things, you know what I mean, and not go into this damage control spiel of what you just did there. So that's why I'm going to go to the main question here of, should we give Phil Spencer a pass here with his whole flip-flop on frames per second?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Not giving that motherfucker no passes.
No. We haven't given him no passes ever since generation. Because, I mean, how many times this motherfucker flip-flops? Like, he flip-flops the same exact way
Single player
Xbox,
games.
flip-flop.
People don't care about VR, but VR surpassed or outsold the Xbox One, the last quarter.
Exactly. Like, Phil flip-flops as much as the Xbox bots. Like, come on, man. Like, how many times we hear this bullshit from Phil Spencer? Like, there's no surprising. Like, Phil can never surprise me because, like, he always comes out with stuff that I usually predict might happen, and it's like it happens, and it's like, oh, like it's like I don't need to watch their conferences. It's like I already know what to predict already. It's like
he's predictable.
It's predictable, very predictable, and Phil is very predictable, and it's just like.
Phil is a con man. This man is doing whatever it takes for him to sell his console that he claims that the Xbox fans claim that Microsoft don't care to sell. You know what I mean? Exactly. When it came to the whole service-based games is the future and people care mostly about that, and then the numbers came through with Zelda Breath of the Wild on Horizon. He was doing that to sell you his Game Pass that's going to have these service-based ass games in there to keep you on there. You know what I mean? When he's trying to tell you that nobody care about VR, he's trying to say that because his platform doesn't have VR capabilities on it currently. You know what I mean? And then when he flip-flops and put VR onto this console, the next console, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to praise him like he's the messiah of gaming. You know what I mean? While you have Nintendo that has their small implementations of VR with a cardboard. Okay?
Right.
Then you have PlayStation with their implementation of VR that people's claiming that don't have no real games, that don't play VR, that's trying to tell me that VR doesn't have real full-fledged games. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it does.
But my issue is that Phil would go on one end, then a couple of months later or a year later, he'll go on another end. And I understand that the market changes, the industry changes, but shut your mouth. Think about the things that you are saying. Stop being on Twitter. Stop doing these. This man does more interviews than anybody in gaming, bro. Why is this man always in a new interview every single second? Every month there's a new interview with Phil Spencer.
Yeah,
are you guys noticing that? Every damn month, there's a new interview with Phil Spencer. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Like, why focus on your Why focus more on your marketing more? Because, like, what he's doing on all these interviews, it's like this is why Phil is failing as the head of Xbox, because he doesn't know how to market the Xbox brand. Like, I'm sorry, he doesn't. Like, if you look at his track record so far, it's just bad. Like, very, very bad.
Phil
Like,
is just trying to get his console that
right.
everybody claims that Microsoft don't care about selling out of this ditch. Okay, so he's saying whatever he can say just to fulfill gamers. Like right now, he knows the trend that gamers, like we just had in the topic about, you know, frame rate 60 versus 30. Gamers are saying this mandate. You know what I mean? So putting out something like Phil says that frame rate is more important than resolution, the gamers that's with that is going to be like, yo, I'm with that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's going to get me to get this console. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be games that's coming out for this console, this Xbox Series X, that's going to be in 30 frames per second. Shit,
Right.
Hellblade 2 might be in 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? So, and then when there's the games that do come out, that's 30 frames a second, everybody's going to ignore this article here that Phil Spencer said, and they're going to revert back to the old article that they're trying to damage control for, saying that most people don't care about 60 frames anyway. You know what I mean? That's what he always do with Phil.
They flip flop, flippity flop, 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 flip.
They Phil flop. Yo, we got a new term, guys. We're gonna call it the Phil flop. You know what I mean? It's no longer flip flopping. They Phil flopping. Okay. Yeah, my man Andrew Wilkins said, "Yo, Phil does more game interviews, yet Xbox fans, factually the game, factually the game. What is this word you trying to say here? Factually, factually the game lease." Factually, the game lease and Xbox factually have the worst game. So he's saying factually. My bad. I was fucking up right there. I guess I'm still waking up there, Andrew.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yo, my man Buck said, yo, X dots make fun of VR. It only sold 5 million, but I can't read today. I'm sorry, guys. But I thought these X dots were all about options. I can't read.
It's all right.
I'm calling him Flip Spencer, bro.
Yeah.
Flip Spencer. Phil flop.
Phil flip. Phil flippy flop Spencer.
Nah, man. But what you guys said? No, don't give him a pass. He shouldn't be getting a pass on this. Because I'm seeing people give him a pass like he's talking about his own personal feelings. But if you go into the article, he's talking about actually selling the Xbox Series X. He ain't talking about his own personal feelings here. He's talking about that the previous consoles, the CPU was one of the main things that limited frames per second. And in this console, it won't be the same. So you can expect higher frame rates. That's what I got from this joint. But everybody is saying that this is Phil's thoughts. This man's trying to sell you a console with what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this as far as Microsoft. Ever since Satya Nadella took over, just toss that shit out the window. Eat it out of existence, because they gonna say, you know what? We don't give a fuck about y'all no more. Like, we tried this shit for too long. Y'all motherfucker wasn't doing right. So here you go. This new game plan. Whatever I say go, and whatever I say Phil gonna just say to y'all, and y'all are gonna eat that shit up.
Yep. Always. And, you know, the fact that he brought up the Commodore 64. Phil's a clown. Phil's a clown.
And it's like, you know what? We might have gave Don Matrick hell for saying dumb shit. But goddamn, I'd rather have Don Matrick back. I ain't even gonna lie.
I can't believe he brought up the Commodore 64, man. That just cracks me up. That's the most...
man went to the Commodore.
Yeah, the man went straight to the Commodore. Like, what? Like, really? Like, is this what he's comparing? Like,
it's all good, man. Yo, many of these reps, you know, they give their thoughts on things, but they actually the business actually do something different. Like I know you wish Yoshida when he was in charge of first party games, he used to say that he doesn't like annual games, like, you know, a game that comes out every year, but yet you produce an annual game like MLB The Show, you know what I mean? But that's his thoughts, that he doesn't really go for those games. But then, you know, as a businessman, he's putting out a product to sell to the consumer. I get it, but yo,
I mean, Phil,
Reese the Beast, what's good, man? What is up?
but I mean, Phil, he just no, like, come on, like, get your act together, Phil. Like, Jesus, like, I'm telling you, like, if this console bombs, just fire him, just fire him, because
Well, and you know what? It's not even. I'll say this, because like I said, it's mostly Satya, even though Phil catching all the hell.
like,
When you put out, and your first thing you say after you reveal the Xbox Series X is that for 2 years, every game that's on the Series X is also going to be on the Xbox One, the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S, all these other Xboxes. Toss that shit out of existence. Just wait 2 years if that's the case.
yeah, exactly. Like, that's kind of dumb.
Because everybody be like, oh, well, I'm going to buy a Series X. I'm like, why, bruh?
Why?
And then their excuse is going to be, because I want the best version of it.
And can we talk about the looks of the Xbox Series X? Oh my god, it looks like a built-in PC.
I don't like none of the looks that I'm seeing for all of these consoles. Like the Xbox Series X, we have an official look of that console. Visually, I don't like it, but all these mock-ups that I see people posting up on Twitter, I don't like them shits either. Like, I like the dev kit for the PS5. I think the dev kit, it grew on me. You know what I mean? It can get some redesign, but these mock-ups that people are posting, all they're doing is that they're taking the PS4 Pro or the PS4 and they're angleizing it. They're putting a little angle on here, or they change it. It's lazy artwork that people are doing out here, man. You guys need to stop it. It is a betrayal on PlayStation to be putting out these ugly ass mock-ups that you guys are posting out here on Twitter. Every day somebody posts, oh, look what the PS4 look. I mean the PS5 look. I be like, I tell them every day, ugly, lazy, ugly, lazy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look any different. You just photoshopped something. You slapped a PS4 Slim and a PS4 Pro together, and you changed some of the angles. Stop it.
I don't like that. No, that, like, wait until the console actually comes out. Stop posting these fake ass console mock-ups that don't even look like the console. Like, I'm just saying, that goes for rumors too. I hate that. Like, just stop. Like, that.
You know what it is? You know what it is? When they post that, I'm gonna tell you right here what they posted. This is one of my favorite little quotes from Transformers. What's it called? Dark of the Moon. Oh god. This is one of my quotes here. Check this out. This is what this is when you post these ugly ass mock-ups. This is what you're doing, guys.
A visual and therefore a visceral betrayal. Stop it. Is a visual and therefore a visceral betrayal. Stop it.
Stop it. Okay.
Oh, not the visceral and visual betrayal.
It is a visual and a visceral betrayal. Stop it. Yo, Nick Banks, what is good, man? Yo, Karan Williams, what is up, man? What is up? But yeah, I just feel like not just this specific thing in general. With Phil Spencer, I don't think Phil Spencer gets a pass on anything he says. You know what I mean? Phil Spencer gets a pass on canceling games. He gets a pass on saying VR, that, you know, gamers is not asking for VR, but yet is outselling your own console in the last quarter. You know what I mean? Single player games aren't that important. And look what the games that are selling. Look at Pokemon. Nintendo just slapped up Pokemon sales and all their games. They're single player games.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I would also like to say shout out to all the people that boycotted Pokemon to get it to 16 million.
Yo, bro,
Proud of
bro,
y'all.
you know they wasn't gonna boycott no. I told
All
people
they-
that from the beginning. You're not.
Yep.
That game is too huge of a game for people to be boycotting, bro. It's just too big of a game. The thing is with Pokemon, I'm seeing people are like being so surprised with these sales. Like these are not surprising sales. Pokemon always sells well. I think Pokemon in general is like the second or third highest selling franchise. It might be. I know it's up there. I know it's top 5 up there. You know what I mean? So why are people surprised about Pokemon doing well? Any Pokemon game that drops is going to sell well. They dropped the what's the one that came out last year? The Pokemon game that is pretty much Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah.
They dropped that, and look at that. It sold like almost 10 million in consoles. Come on, I mean units. Come on, man. Pokemon's always going to sell well.
Say something. I'm a connoisseur of Pokemon.
I'm gonna say, and this ain't no shot at people that like Pokemon, but man, they would have nickel and dime the fuck out of you.
Yep, they did well. But hey, it is what it is. Controversy or not, I'm still getting it. Like, I mean, come on, it's Pokemon. Like, controversies aside, yeah, I gave them flack too, but it is what it is. People bought it regardless, and it goes to show you that Twitter is just hot air. People just breathe hot air and say hot air.
It goes to show that people are full of shit. Like at the end of the day, just be yourself. Don't go out there because you're trying to appease to someone by bashing a game that you personally love. A lot of people love the game. If you're gonna love, you're gonna buy it. You know what I mean? You can say your gripes with it, but you know what? I'm still buying it because I love the game. You know what I mean? People out here that be trying to appease to everyone because everybody was in the bashing mode of Pokemon. Like, I didn't get the game because I felt like there's not that much, change. I was expecting a much broader, much more advanced game that now is on a Switch. You know what I mean? But from what I'm seeing with the game and the animations, I was like, I'm going to fall back. I'm going to wait. And good thing I'm going to wait because I'm just going to wait until when the DLC comes out and I'm going to get it from there.
Expectations were too high. They were thinking that this would be like a Breath of the Wild type thing.
The expectations, it should be high. It should be high. Yeah. It was on the Switch. Like we seen the stuff on the Game Boy. I mean the DS. Like we saw the advancement from the DS. So now we was thinking about the advancement on the Switch. I was thinking about much better animations. I was just thinking about this new stuff. They just pretty much everything that was old. They just remastered it. You know what I mean? And now the game is like just more 3D. Rather than the plain setting that you used to have.
I gotta say, at first I was really upset when they said they're gonna cut the national decks.
Yeah.
But when I thought about it, I'm like, competitively, it could help make some mods more viable.
Bro, it's not even competitively. Nintendo knew what they was doing. Everybody saw what they was doing. They took the Pokemon out there so they can resell you with the DLC.
Right.
Most of the Pokemon that's not in the national Pokedex is gonna be in that DLC, that expansion pass. So they can keep selling you, and then they're gonna have another expansion, and they're gonna sell you. Oh, now you get all the Pokemon, guys! Yay! You know what I mean? And now they have Pokemon Home that they're charging you. It's all for monetary gain.
I mean, it's all person to person. Like, we all value games different, right? It comes down to what value you get.
That's true.
For me, I don't get much value out of a lot. Like, I don't see the value compared to what they're charging for a lot of these Nintendo games. But when Xenoblade comes out, I'm definitely getting that for sure.
Yo, Solid Storm, what is up, man? People on the internet complaining don't represent the masses. Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
No.
You're not going to make 100%. A difference.
Yeah.
But that's why I also say who are these companies really listening to a lot?
Casuals.
It ain't us.
Nope.
Even though I will say, depending on the camp, some people will side with the company no matter what.
Yeah.
Just like we had that whole falling out and everybody trying to tell PlayStation fans to be the fuck quiet when they were saying, "Oh, this might potentially go to PC," and "Oh, MLB going to
Mm-hmm.
Xbox," and all this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
You,
who the
we
hell
got-
are you?
yeah, it's like, oh my god, this is for the gamers. You know what? Fuck y'all, this is for me.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
Hell,
Hey,
and
like,
look, but it also brings up a point that I always reiterate that
yep,
everybody's all fake excited about these games going to other platforms, but
yep,
you own all the platforms, so why don't you own this game?
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
everybody neutral gamer. Well, we deviating a little bit. We deviating, guys.
I know we
Yeah.
are, but
So,
it's just
Yeah, we'll come back to it after we finish these three, because there's another thing I want to talk about that happened on Twitter. Now, I want to make it clear because I see where people's going with it. But the last thing that we have here that we want to talk about is, who is your favorite new character this generation? Okay, this is a question for this generation only, as far as any new characters, not old characters in past generations that got revamped or whatever. So Kratos do not count. For those, you know what I mean? This is basically for new characters that was introduced this generation. Who is your favorite new character? The reason why I have two is because the characters that I have here are twins, and pretty much you can't separate the two. My favorite new characters this generation is Lan and Rain from World of Final Fantasy. I feel like if you're a Final Fantasy fan and you haven't played this game yet, I don't know. Let me put it in a politically correct way. I don't know what's wrong with you. I was gonna say something worse than that, but that's the best thing I can say. I don't know what's wrong with you, but
I don't know.
this
I
game.
don't know what's wrong with me, man. I don't know why I couldn't get into it for some reason. I gotta give it another try, I guess. But
Yo, this
I don't
game
know,
right
man.
here, bro, it is the perfect fan fest for a Final Fantasy fan, because all the characters they include and how the story beats are with every Final Fantasy game. Like, there's segments on each Final Fantasy game that's in it, and if you want to even go further by doing like your champions missions, you know what I mean? Like, each character, like from each Final Fantasy is like a champion or whatnot. You can do their missions to even further to certain things. But these two characters, Rain and Lan, their implementation is so great. The character development, amazing. This game will have you in tears, no lie, like tears of joy, sadness. You think you beat the game when you beat the game, but it's not beating the game. You're not getting a real ending. And then when you get that real ending, man, yo, it is. This is the perfect video game for me. Like, as far as how upbeat it is, the pacing, the highs, the lows, you know what I mean, the introduction of characters, you having my favorite characters in the game, and how you implemented them, and how I can earn them, and how I can level them up. The monsters in this game, the battle mechanics in this game, amazing. But I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm just talking about this character specifically. I felt like these characters, very underrated characters in video games today, which is I just love these characters. I'm not saying that everybody got to pick these characters, but I'm just saying, I love this character. But yo, I see people saying Aloy. Yeah, Aloy is a good one. Deacon is a good one as well. Yo, Velvet is up there with me. Velvet is definitely top 3 for me as well. Velvet Crow, yeah, Tales of Vesperia.
That's mine, bro.
Yeah, she's up there. That is an amazing character, bro. That is an amazing character. Kokoichi from Danganronpa. I didn't play 3 yet. He said he couldn't stand Lan. To be honest, yo, Lan was definitely the dumber one, where he did like he made some mistakes, but like I said, when you get the real ending, everything that comes in full circle, man. Everything comes, because I was upset with Lan as well. I was like, damn, man, you broken, you know. I ain't gonna spoil it, but there's things that he did that was like, come on, man, stop being so hard headed. You know what I mean? Rain was definitely the calmer, the more rational twin. And Lon was definitely the more speak from the heart.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do what I do. But yo, those two, I love those characters, man. But who do you guys got? Wolflow say he got Velvet. Who do you guys say?
I'd say as a character, but then as a cast, like especially with villains too, you got like the Trail series. Of course, a lot of them are in the past games and like Last Generation, but there is like Trails 3, right?
Mhm.
So there's some new characters in there too, and they're pretty interesting. So
Oh, Joker and the
Just
cat
that-
from
that's a-
Q5. Okay. Yeah, I have it. I have I have all the Danganronpa games. I just haven't I started one, but I haven't finished it. I was gonna stream that, but I was like, yo, this is way too much text to be reading in the stream. I'd rather just play this myself. Yo, Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay, I see you. But yo, who you got, Jordan?
I got some a Pokemon Obstagoon. I love that Pokemon. Actually, it's my profile pic. And Sonya from Pokemon Sword and Shield. She's a sexy professor.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's mostly from Pokemon. I just I love me. I love the Pokemon series.
Okay,
yeah.
I respect it. Who you got, Court?
Oh, Barry, why did you have to make goddamn?
Hey man.
It's hard because I'm sitting here thinking about all the games I've played this gen. And it's like from Delson Road, hate him or love him.
Oh, I love Delson. I love Delson.
He had a great arc as far as like, and yeah, you got to choose what he did, but it was like how he presented himself. It's like he could either be this, I care about my tribe, or I could just say screw him.
Yo, I'm powerful. Like
Yeah.
I'm the boss out here. Yo, Delson was. I don't know why people hated Delson. He was so much of a better character. Does characterizations wise than characteristics wise than Cole, in my opinion. Cole was just more like the monotone. I'm straightforward type character. Delson was like, yo, I'm enjoying this joint, bro. Like, yo, what? I got neon powers.
Yeah.
This is dope. You know what I mean? He was dope character. Man.
But you had Delson, then you had Sir Galahad from the Order, and it was like this
Galahad
by the numbers guy.
Yeah,
having his whole world shattered. He's got to sit there and really think like, what do I do in a situation where all I've been told is, hey, them motherfuckers over there are the one causing all the problem, but when it's really us that's been causing all the damn problem.
Yeah, his world got turned around, bro. With Galahad, man.
Yeah.
So, and then of course you got Deacon St. John, the regular old, I'm just surviving. I'm thinking about me and my brother Boozer over here, and we just gotta rely on each other to like, damn, he actually might have some humanity in him because he actually does care about people, even though he doesn't show it. Like, it hurts when he has to be like, okay, this guy betrayed me, but I have to go kill him. And then when I see this guy wanting to take his own life because he doesn't want to go back, and you have to sit there and help him take his own life. Like, it's stuff like that where it's like you see characters that can all potentially be great.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely agree, 100%.
So that's why I'm saying it's hard because I could just say Aloy because Aloy was a great character.
Yeah, I love Aloy too.
But for me, it's like some of these characters that got pushed back that people don't really think about.
Right.
So I would have to go, and this one is going way, way back in the gen. Actually, to the beginning of the gen with the main character from Killzone Shadowfall. I forgot his name. I'm trying to think of his name right now.
Yeah, I forgot Holmes' name too, man.
What up?
Yo, Persona, what's up, man?
What's up, Persona?
But that guy kind of follows Sir Galahad's kind of route. Career in the military, special forces, the peak of the peak. If they have something go down, they call him.
He was growing up to hate a certain people, but then we figure out that they were doing some stuff in the background, but there's also good people here as well where they're on our planet now, so we got to go and protect them too. You know.
Yeah. Oh, his name is Lucas Kellen.
Oh yeah, Lucas.
Kellen. Yeah. Kellen was one of those people that witnessed, his father die to the hands of the Felgas. He witnessed all this. He's pretty much a refugee from that world, and he has to be, because pretty much think of how Germany was post World War II. You had East Berlin, West Berlin. He was pretty much in that situation where he was caught between the two, and it just so happened this guy that was in the special forces saved him, pretty much raised him as his own. He became his father. Joined the ISA, followed his father's footsteps, adopted father's footsteps. Became this career soldier, everything. But as he kept going and doing all these missions, he started questioning, why are we doing this? Like, why are we really doing this? Why are we going to do all this stuff? Why are you having me infiltrate into the Helgen territory on Vector to chase this guy? Now, the guy's committing terrorist acts. You got to chase him down. But you're breaking treaties that's been established. ISA, stay over here. Or Vector, stay over here. Helgen, stay your ass over there. But as he kept going and doing all these missions...
Yo, guys, when you come in, just watch the background noise. Just mute the stream in the back.
Like, why are we really doing this? Why are we going to do all this stuff? Why are you having me infiltrate? I'm gonna wait till
flip it. Your background. You can mute if you're in a disc. Yeah, you can mute the the stream.
So
yo, Nat, that's a fact. JP Loco.
Yeah, I look, that was a good one, but I was like, he really didn't get his big. He had development, but he really got development too.
In two, he really showed his stride. But it's another character that I have up here, Aurora. And you guys got to think about this name, Aurora from Child of Light. That was an amazing character. I didn't expect that game to go that deep like that. The time skip and all that. I did not expect that with that game. But if you never played Child of Light, guys, play that game. The game is all in rhymes, yo. So how the character portrays it, how the character speaks, how everybody speaks, they all rhyming. It's a dope ass game, man. But Aurora, really, really dope character. But Persona, what's good, man? My man Unicorn said, are you feeling better, man?
Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better. I was cleaning the crib, listening to the podcast, so that's why.
Okay.
I ain't jumping when I did, but I said I definitely want to jump in. I feel a lot better, man.
That's good.
As you should.
Man, I was last week I was going through it, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it was a nice little 3 days off of work, but
sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta go to your bathroom, right? Sit on the toilet and just let it out. You know what I mean?
Plus, it was my birthday week, so
yo, your birthday passed?
It was the 28th.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm 28 now. 28
yo,
on the
my
28th.
bad, bro. Yo, happy birthday, my God. Yo,
no.
You know why it's bad? Because now that I'm not on any of these social media sites, like it don't pop up anymore like that.
Yeah, I'm not either. So I wasn't really.
Well, damn.
Yeah, so and my birthday was the 28th. So
yo, I definitely gotta get you something, man, for real.
Well, thank you.
Wait, don't have to say that, nigga. Happy birthday real quick.
I was mad that I was sick.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, everybody sing my man Persona happy birthday real quick,
man.
Man.
You gotta do that, bro.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I was real mad that I was sick on my birthday week, man. I ain't gonna lie.
As you should be, man. That sucks.
You must have caught. Look, you must have caught what I had because I was sick on my dame birthday too.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I hate to this gonna sound fucked up. This gonna sound real fucked up, but barring living in New York, I was scared. I had that Corona, boy.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh
Real talk.
man.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've been
We
following
ain't
the
talking
news
about the
super
bear.
heavy. I'm following the news super heavy on that shit. So being on
I
a
can
train in
imagine.
New York, everyone's super close. So like
Oh, no.
reading and watching about that shit, they getting sick. I was like, what the fuck going
Yeah.
on?
Yo, guys,
regular
yo,
sickness,
we
so
need to
what the
get
fuck
a
going on?
happy birthday in the chat, man. Put a happy birthday in the chat for my man Persona, man.
Happy birthday,
Oh
Persona.
yeah. Thank you,
Look,
man. Thank you.
Persona up there feeling like old boy off of the last was like, oh man,
Yo,
it's
listen,
it.
boy, because like because like on the train too. I know, it's funny. You know how you know the person who got you sick because like a lot of people on the train sneezing and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know who the fuck got me sick on the train, bro. Because one day, like a week ago, son, somebody sneezed and I felt the mist. I'm just like, anyway.
Oh
Yeah,
no, not the mist.
Oh, not the mist. Like you can smell
Yo,
it
that's
too.
a
Like you
whole.
smell that bad breath.
That's a whole. Yo, listen, that's a whole nother story. But yo, in terms of, but yeah, I appreciate the birthday love. I honestly do.
That's right. My
But in
birthday
terms of
was
favorite characters, Barry said Velvet already, and we both know why that. We both know
Oh yeah, Velvet is
why
savage, bro.
Velvet Crow. But you know who's one character that, and this is very recent, one character that shot up there for me, and I think Court gonna agree with me here. Hawk Yagami from fucking
Woo!
Judgment. Listen. Let me explain something to all of you. Even if you don't like Japanese games, listen to what I'm telling you. If there's one game you got to play this generation before PS5, it's Judgment. This game is so, the story, the characters, the combat. It's like Yakuza, but the story, the detective parts of it, all of the, not even just talk, all of the character development is amazing. It's amazing. It's so done. It's done so well. Like it's parts where I wanted to cry. It's parts where I was surprised. I was like, "Yo, this is the villain." It's parts where like you see in some of the cases, and you're like, "Yo, it's real gruesome, real
Oh yeah.
gruesome." Yo, I think I put this on Twitter a while back. It's like picture it as Ace Attorney and if you ever seen this anime called Case Closed, with Conan Edogawa, it's like those. It's like those two shows and games put together, and then you got Yakuza. All of that into one game. It's amazing. So
wow.
Top Yagami, top of the list. Guy is amazing. Yo, just know my boy is the shit. That's all of us say. And then number 3, real talk. I'm gonna have to give it to these neutrals.
Oh god. The neutrals.
I'm gonna have to give it to the neutrals. That's the top 3 character in this chat. You know why?
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because these motherfuckers know how to flip flop like a bitch. So,
Oh, that's a fact.
they always got good entertainment on the social medias.
We gonna call this the neutral arc.
So the neutrals are definitely the number 3 character for me. Very funny people. I'm trying to think what else.
Make those people up, man.
Yeah.
Oh nah, man, that's a special breed of idiocy. I'm trying to think what else.
Xbox.
Yo, before you go, Persona, I do have, because I definitely appreciate everybody with the support that they've been showing to for Speak for the Heart recently and all that. So with all the support that I've been getting, I got to give back out here, to the community. So there is a giveaway for a $60 PSN voucher. If you guys want to be in the running for that voucher, hit the follow button. As far as subscribe to the channel, you got to be subscribed. But explanation point raffle, and you are in the running for that giveaway. Also, I got to hook you up as well, man, because you my guy. You know what I mean? I'm very disappointed I missed your birthday, man. You know what I mean? Damn you, social media. You know what I mean? And damn myself, man. That's no bueno for me. That's no bueno for me.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yo, Barry, what's the name of old boy from Oninaki? That's definitely up there too.
Oh,
he was crazy.
My man, is it Kakagi? What's
Kashi. Hikashi, I think it is, or something like that. Hikashi.
Nah, I'm
He was
trying to
really
remember.
good too. I liked him as well.
I still got to platinum that game too.
Facts.
Right.
But yeah, those are my
Oh yeah,
characters.
Kagachi.
Right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Now, I will say this since Persona brought it up. I'm gonna tell y'all who to watch out for next, as far as being in the Yakuza world. Since he brought up Top, Ichiban gonna be one of those top Yakuza characters as a
Oh
new
yeah, I
person.
can't wait for that Yakuza 7, man. I'm real excited for that.
Like
Yo,
y'all see how he said case closed mixed with Yakuza. Man, take you some Dragon Quest and mix that with Yakuza.
Wow,
the
that
new
was nice.
Yakuza.
Yeah, take Dragon Quest, but mix it in with Yakuza and keep all the gruesomeness. Cause man, when I say they did a hit on somebody in the middle of the street and it don't pretty much started a war,
Mm,
they look like walked up the dude smooth as hell. Dude on the phone looked up, shot, blasted him on sight.
wow.
So
You
you
know
got
who too? What's this dude's name? Yeah, I platinumed this game and everything. What's the name of the dude from Nino Kuni 2, bruh? The king? I
Oh,
forgot his name.
Evan.
Evan? Yo,
Evan.
Evan. I like,
Yo,
let me tell you
Evan.
something,
That's
man.
another
Evan
game.
is,
That's another game that'll
yo,
have you in tears of joy,
yes, it
sad.
will.
You know what I mean? That's a
Yes,
great game, man. Like a lot of these people
yes.
gotta pay attention to these games out here. They're great, man.
It's a lot of quality. Yo, don't sleep on these games. Yo, Evan, bro, and Nino Kuni 2, because that was my first Nino Kuni, and then I went back into 1. Yo, Nino Kuni 2, bruh. Like, you ever get that feeling in your heart where, like, you get, like, a burning in your chest when you playing certain games because it makes you feel a certain way?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Nino Kuni 2 is one of those games, man, because, like, well, shit, I don't want to spoil. Man, screw it. His mom, not his mom, his servant, like his pretty much his right hand woman, she dies and like puts him on like this whole thing because of the Rat King. He overthrows the kingdom and all this. It's a really great, and the combat for that is just so. There's so many good games that came out this gen, bro. That like a lot of
but
people just ain't playing, bro. That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna say let people tell you this gen sucked as far as games.
Oh nah, oh nah,
Uh,
nah.
uh,
Oh,
Oh,
you know, a super underrated character in game was that Sticks game, man. Like that Goblin, the
Oh
Sticks.
yeah,
He's
sticks.
crazy.
oh,
He
Six.
has some
Okay, I know you're
crazy.
talking about. I always seen that game and just never bought it. Like it looked interesting, but I never picked it up.
He's a sneaky character, man. Like all around. Like this is how he is.
mhm.
Like I
Trying to
said,
think of another
there's
one.
a lot of people. The reason why one thing I bring up this topic too, because a lot of people overlook, like there's a lot of new games that came out this generation with a lot
Yeah.
of great characters. You know what I mean? Where a lot of people just ignore these characters. Even my man from Star Wars, Jedi Fallen, I thought it was a great character.
Oh yeah, he was great too.
Kyle, he was a great character.
Oh,
Well,
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say I ain't
you know
played
who's
enough of
good?
that game to give a judge on him. So
If you guys played Octopath Traveler, the chick that I chose first, the Ophelia.
Oh yeah,
Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Yeah, I loved her story so much. She was like the first one I picked because you always gotta go with the white mage, the healer.
Mm-hmm.
And her story was so dope. Like I'm not obviously I didn't finish it, but like from like explaining why she goes on her adventure, I liked her a lot.
Yeah, matter of fact, I gotta see all the games from Tokyo RPG Factory had great protagonist
Oh,
characters.
we're gonna say that. I was just gonna say that, dude. 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And you have to get really into them, man, because they
Mhm.
start to evolve, especially near the end. You like really
Yeah,
see what
especially when you do
what
their
they are.
side missions, you do their specific missions to get their certain abilities and stuff. Those are when the things really pick up. Like it's really dope. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
this
got a
game.
bone to pick with Bari, bro. Real
Yeah, what
talk. And I'm
happened?
doing this on stream. All right, so I was in a rut for games to play. So Bari said he threw out Invisible. So I seen the game. It's for the cheap, $15. I threw 15
Yeah,
at it.
that's my people right
And
there,
don't get
Lab
it
Zero,
twisted.
man.
Don't get it twisted. I like the game, but this fucking Anaj chick is so fucking stupid.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
like, it's so like clue. Like I'm at like the mid. I'm not like the halfway point now with the game, and I'm a platinum in and finish it or whatever. But this chick is so fucking stupid and clueless. It almost makes you angry. And like
Yeah.
I'm playing the game, I'm like, yo, why? And I get it, she's 16, but I'm like, yo, why are you so fucking stupid?
You know
like,
what it
so
is too,
careless.
because how
What
she
the
was
fuck?
raised, she was so closed off. Like I just played the beginning of the game. I'm not really as deep in it. Like I see that you putting the ball fights and all that stuff up there, which is dope. Like I'm gonna get more into it. I gotta get down this Kingdom Hearts stuff first.
The game is fire. Don't get it twisted. The combat, I love the combat a lot.
Yeah, the combat is dope, man.
It's dope.
It's been in the oven for a long time. This game, man, since 2014 when the demo.
Yeah, I remember the beta.
Yeah, the beta. Yeah, yo, T-Man. Yeah, we did talk about the 60 frames per second stuff. We just talking about like favorite new characters this generation. Well,
I got one sentence for the 60 frames per second stuff. Anybody complaining about 60 frames per second for these games? You all suck at multiplayer games. You don't need that.
That's
man.
a fact.
Shut
That's
up.
a fact.
Like, listen, you don't need that. If you're not playing COD and Battlefield and all these different multiplayer games, fighters, like you guys damn sure ain't playing no fighters.
That's what I'm
the way
saying,
you motherfuckers
bro.
be complaining, you motherfuckers don't need 60. Listen, you don't need 60 frames. Be glad with the 30 frames for your single player games and keep it moving.
Yo,
You ain't
that's
playing
what I'm saying, bro.
multiplayer,
Like all the 60 frames per
Not
second
playing
games,
multiplayers.
people's avoiding. Like, oh, I don't play those type of games, but yo,
I don't play fighters. How many? Yo, Barry, ask him this question. How many of you motherfuckers getting Grand Blue Fantasy versus? I'll wait.
They're not even
I'll
gonna
wait.
get it. And
How many people got
that
more
has a
Kombat
good
11 to play in it?
that has a good RPG story mode in it too. Grand Blue Fantasy Burst.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get it.
Motherfuckers don't need 60 frames. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yo, but to explain this giveaway real quick, guys, all you got to do is put explanation point raffle in the chat. If you are a subscriber of the channel, which is free, doesn't cost you anything, you can be in the running for the giveaway, right? So just put explanation point raffle in the chat and you are in the running for this giveaway. The giveaway is live right now. So if you guys are in the runnings to win, let me see how much minutes you guys have for it. There's 31 minutes left, and we got 5 people in the running so far. This is for a full $60 voucher for PSN. If you guys want to get this voucher, definitely put it in the chat. Anyone can do it, even the people in the panel in here. You can put. I know people like, I don't know, I'm in the panel, I don't want to put it. Nah, go ahead and put it. You can put it.
Nah, I don't put mine. You ain't have to say nothing. I'm putting mine in it for the 60. Shit.
Yeah,
I'll take the 60.
but
I'm not
well, since you brought up, best character of the gen.
nah, not best. The favorite character.
Well, favorite. Can we say a least favorite?
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, my least favorite character of the gen. It has to go to that damn chick from Recore.
Oh man, I forgot her name.
Least favorite character of the gen definitely go to Quantum Break, dude. Jack Rip. What's
oh god,
yo, I think that's my pick too. Persona, yo. Like it's just I hate characters that's designed like that, yo. When he has them as a main protagonist and you are not. Yeah, that's my pick.
Like when the main antagonist of that game has more goddamn presence, and you actually like him more than the main character, there's a problem.
Yeah. Yo, Omar, definitely appreciate it, man. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, super excited for it. Yo, Junior, what is good? Yeah, guys, just make sure you hit the subscribe button. These are 4 subscribers. If you guys are following the channel, which doesn't cost you anything, you know what I mean, you can definitely be in the running. Just put explanation point raffle in there.
Oh, Michi said the creme de la creme, though. The whole cast of Final Fantasy 15.
Ooh, Michi, that's too harsh. Yo, wait, what's good? Yo, Blue Mustang, what's up?
Wait, I ain't gonna say the whole cast.
Nah, fuck all of them.
Noctis gotta go.
That whole
game gotta go.
Oh man, there's only one character I didn't really like in 15, and that was my boy, the blonde hair dude.
Prompto.
I felt like
Prompto actually had one of the deepest backstories. His
backstory was cool.
You had to play the fucking DLC to understand it, but
I played his DLC. That's the only one I did play is the Prompto one or started. But I just feel like him in the main game like everybody I could see fit, but him, he was just so offbeat with how the flow of the game was, man. So I was just like,
Yeah,
I think Prompto was supposed to be like the Deadpool of the game, the comic relief.
yeah, but nothing was funny.
Yeah.
Hey, you driving? Hey, let's take a picture. You know, he was just annoying a little bit. Like I get some of it, like he's the more upbeat
like his,
character, but he was just a little bit.
When you did his I think his assist attack where he shoots the gun to do the debuff, and then he's whistling.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. In the battle, that man's a beast. Like
he's a beast. He's a beast. Don't sleep on my boy.
I'm just talking about as far as a character. I felt like he was a little lame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Prompto is pretty much what's the old dude's name from Final Fantasy VIII? The blonde hair melee.
You talking about?
I forgot his name.
Nah,
shit,
he had pretty much the best like limit break, bro.
Yeah, but I was like, Prompto is pretty much him, just the comic relief kind of goofball, but he didn't never get serious while the other guy did. Can't think of his damn name for some odd reason now. Shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it too.
I was familiar with 8 a little bit.
Zell.
Yeah. Zell was the goofball, but when shit got real, Zell got serious.
Zell's limit break pretty much. What was it called again? Was it something like Tifa's? Was it Tifa shit?
It was pretty much Tifa's almost.
Yo, Welter, definitely appreciate coming through to the channel, man. Subscribing. Definitely put the exclamation point on raffle in there, guys. Put the exclamation point raffle to be in the running for the giveaway. You see the Streamlabs.
Yo, real talk.
The giveaway running.
I hate to admit this on stream, but I'm gonna admit this. I've watched this new Final Fantasy VII trailer like 20 times. I'm not kidding.
Yo, bro.
Yo,
I did the same thing, man.
As you should.
I'm really fucking excited, and it's hard. And I'll only admit this on Barry's stream because Barry know how I feel about 12/7. But it's really hard to put 12/7 looking at this remake, bro.
Listen, man.
This
I love Final Fantasy 12, but it's definitely not better than 7. That is asinine.
I'm gonna replay 7 and get the platinum on PS4.
As you should.
Go through it. I definitely want to go through it before the remake come out.
Yo, do I love Kingdom Hearts? Absolutely. Kingdom Hearts 3, I love it. I'm actually playing it. I'm playing through Kingdom Hearts 3 again on critical because we can get the Oblivion Blade once we play on critical. I already got what you call it, Kyrie's Blade. I forgot the name of it. But
you know what I don't like about Kingdom Hearts though?
Yeah.
Like how scripted, like you go through everything and it's all over the place, and then the combat it seems so hack and slashy. Like there's something about it. It's kind of clunky. Like it's just like your guy just locks on to everything. You're just locking on to it's all about locking on. Like there's not a lot of like free flow action. You know what I mean?
Kingdom Hearts 3 is definitely is Kingdom Hearts 3. Like once Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, the free flowness was always there. You never really have to lock onto an enemy. That's just for people that just want to be a little bit more precise. But as far as hack and slasher, yeah, it's a combat game. But I feel like when it comes to combat RPGs, Kingdom Hearts is like one of the best battle mechanics in there. The shortcuts, everybody is basing their action RPG mainly off of Kingdom Hearts. I think that's the bar setter when it comes to action RPGs. That's just me.
I'm more of a mana guy for sure, but that series hasn't had too much. It hasn't been done so well over the years, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was Dark Souls before Dark Souls.
Exactly.
But yo, there's another thing I want to talk about here, guys, and the reason why I'm bringing this up because there was a lot of attention to detail when it came to this particular action that happened on Twitter. It was more so people were tagging me in this thing because somebody's tied to it with PlayStation, where this is more like a personal thing that you don't need to tag me in shit. Okay, I'm just going to let people know right now that when it comes to people doing personal things on Twitter, if it's wrong or even if it's right, you ain't got to tag me in it. If I want to see it, I'm going to see it. So this week, shout out to my man J Tech. He basically got called out by a girl. I don't know what's the reason why it started it. I felt like it started off with some console war things, but then a girl came in and mentioned that he showed his tallywhacker in her DMs. He slid his tallywhacker in her DMs, right? A typical thing that most guys that would do. What I mean? They would send a girl.
I wouldn't say guys.
Hold on. Let me get it out, because a lot of people's gonna deny
I would
it.
say you better get this now, Bar.
A lot of people's gonna deny it, but you have sent your tallywhackers to a girl before. Let's stop playing.
not unsolicited.
I mean,
if the conversation was flowing, it was something that was desired. Yes, but
yeah,
that's different though.
That's the point that I'm trying to break here. Like, at the end of the day, I would never fault somebody for trying to holler at a girl, right? Like, if you're trying to holler at a girl, to me, that's not a shame. I know a lot of people used to like bash on Zobi and was saying that, oh, he's trying to holler at Red in a show, like, yo, are you single? He asked if he was single in the show. I didn't see an issue with that. That's just somebody that's probably single asking a girl that he's probably attracted to, like, yo, are you single? That's no issue, though. It don't matter if it's a gaming podcast or not. It looked thirsty because it's a gaming podcast, but that's what us men do, right? So J-Tech hollering at these girls or whatnot, I would never have an issue with that. But I have an issue with
a lot of niggas in the gaming community that can't even do that.
Yeah, I have a lot of issue with the approach. You know what I mean? Yes. I will make fun of the approach, like how he is hollering at the girls. I think it's a little bit corny. I think like, yo, you got to get some type of dialogue before you send that type of stuff. You can't just be asking for those things. But like, I don't know the lead up. I just saw a specific perfect cut screenshot. So I don't know any. I just going based off what I saw in the screenshot. I felt like the approach is off. But a lot of people was tagging me, like I know this guy personally, and we're like best friend. I just know J-Tech off of Twitter on PlayStation. Okay, if somebody did something like that, I don't want to be tagged into somebody's dick pic. Okay, I'm very old school. You know what I mean? I don't need to see that. There's a lot of things that I don't see or don't want to see, or I can just ignore on Twitter, that I'm purposely doing it for. I don't need Jimmy Come Lately or whoever coming to me, tagging me, telling me about somebody else another man did. And don't get it twisted. Like, I felt like he was in the wrong on how he approached the girl and asking for certain things and stuff like that. But yo, I can easily ignore that. You know what I mean? If we want to make fun of the approach and all that stuff, then hell yeah, go ahead. Yo, Chuck, what's good, man? You can make fun of the approach. You can make fun of all of that stuff. I will make fun of the approach. But I'm seeing people trying to tie this in with PlayStation. It's like, yo, PlayStation Nation looking bad, or PlayStation is this and that. This have nothing to do with PlayStation. I didn't see one tweet that this girl was talking about him on PlayStation or him on PSN or nothing. He's just sending his tallywhacker to this girl unwanted.
It was just him, not PlayStation. This has nothing to do with PlayStation. It has to do with J-Tech. That's it. That's why I'm bringing this up. It have nothing to do with, like, the only thing I have similar to J-Tech, we like certain animes, but PlayStation is our similarities. This is something outside of PlayStation. I don't know if this girl's a gamer. I see that she do cosplay and all that stuff, but I don't know if she's a gamer. You ain't got to tag me in this bullshit, because at the end of the day, I don't want to see another man's tallywhacker, even if it's blocked. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My man OJ said pulling pork. Pulling barbecue. You know what I mean? I don't need to see that. I'm sorry for tagging you a bunch too.
Yo, like,
my bad.
Don't, like, I warned people when Final Fantasy trailer came out. Don't tag me in that bullshit. People still doing it. They lucky I was in a good mood. I was in a good mood, 'cause I was ready to block the shit out y'all. I have no issue blocking the shit out of y'all, because personally I don't know y'all. You know what I mean? I appreciate everyone. You know what I mean? I can talk about video games and all that stuff, but when it comes to a personal level and that block button, I could easily do it and feel perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Because
And
I don't have a personal attachment. I just know everybody when it comes to video games. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
It's about video games here. And it's not even
Yes.
damage control. I'm not damage controlling anybody. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure majority of you in here have sent your tallywhacker to a girl before. You know what I mean?
No, not me.
Especially around the AOL days. When that girl put that age, sex, and location in there, you was like, the young you was like, oh my God.
Hey.
Sent. You know what I mean? And even that could be joked upon. That could be laughed upon. Like, yo, what are you doing? That's mad crazy. You know what I mean? Like I said, his approach, I think, was totally off. I think it was totally disrespectful. It wasn't needed. If that girl wasn't sending any signals of, you know, or even alluding that there's an attraction there, you don't need to send it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that man is just trying to shoot his shot. I'm not getting mad at somebody trying to shoot his shot. My thing is, don't tag me in that bullshit. It doesn't have nothing to do with gaming. Though I can get the jokes. I'm with the jokes. People was tagging me in the jokes. I was joking with it. And I said, yeah, this is crazy. My man approach is wow. But the actual overall him hollering at the girl, nah, because I'm seeing certain things like, yeah, the girl should block him. She did block him, but she unblocked him. I seen the man say, "Are we still friends?" The girl say, "I guess so." I don't know what's going on.
But it's kind of. She said that she said she was dumb for doing that, and she could have kept him blocked. Like, I don't know why she unblocked them for. I mean, you see, he was harassing her, and he should have just stopped right there. You know?
Yeah. At the end of the day, you quickly block stuff like that or get him out of the way. I'm in total defense of the girl. I'm not gonna bash the girl or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm trying to tell you guys out here, don't tag me in that bullshit. That has nothing to do with it. There's plenty of things that people will say in the community or will do in the community, and people are tagging me in their stuff because they like PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I hear you.
Like, we gotta knock that stuff off, man. Gotta knock it off. If you don't have to tag me just to get your thoughts out. You don't see on Twitter. Who am I tagging on Twitter? Only people I really tag on Twitter is Persona. I probably tag Court, Michi, because really and truly, personally, I know them. I met them. You know what I mean? I talk to them more so on a daily basis than anybody in here. I can really say like, yo, these guys are like family to me. You know what I mean? So there's just that bond there that where I would tag them, but I don't tag them in like that. With that even said, I don't tag them like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yo, there's people out here that's tagging me left and right into other people's shit. If I'm not commenting on it or I'm not saying that means I don't want to speak on it. I don't care about it. It's nothing for me to talk about. So I created that Twitter more so for gaming.
Yeah.
Not for politics, not for your personal likes, not for your, you know what I mean, for gaming. You know what I mean? Shit's wild. But yo, what's your thoughts on my man sending his tallywhacker, man?
First off, you saying tallywhacker.
Comment.
Yo, it's an open chat, guys. It's an open chat. Look in the description. You're gonna see the Discord link.
We gonna have to use an OBJ term. He was up there pulling out the 9-iron, just be like, "Hey, look at it. You see it?" Now, granted, as Barry said, majority of us at one point or another have done it. And he mentioned the old AOL Messenger days, y'all. If y'all was alive then, y'all know that shit was wild as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving past that, it's if he did it and it wasn't reciprocated or wasn't wanted, he's wrong for doing that. It was just his approach was off.
100%, yeah.
Now, if it was something that was leading up to it and, the vibe was right and he did it and she And of course, we don't know the whole situation. We just
No.
only got that perfect little snippet. No way defending them. But I'm not gonna sit there and just be making jokes, cracking jokes, trying to involve a whole, fan base saying, "Oh, this fan base is predators." Like, look,
Yeah,
bro.
like people out here saying the PlayStation Nation looking bad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like this have nothing to do with PlayStation. Yeah, I understand if
That's
somebody
my
was to lie about PlayStation, or PlayStation did something crazy, then yeah, PlayStation. But this is somebody personally that's doing
Yeah.
some reckless shit.
Right. Yes.
that's my issue, man. Like my issue is more so like as far as J Tech's concerned, I don't fuck with this dude. So I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm not going to speak on another man's privates, man. Like whatever he want to do, he do. I'm not his father. I'm not his brother. We're not friends. I'm not going to tell the man how to conduct himself. And just because he rides for PlayStation or whatever, don't mean that we all in this hive mind community where we all supposed to act a specific way.
Yeah.
I don't.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna be as blunt as possible. I don't give a fuck. But then again, I wasn't getting tagged and shit. I
Yo,
wholeheartedly don't
that's
give
my
a
whole
fuck.
thing, persona. Like,
And
I personally didn't care. I think it's weird. Yes, I agree with everybody. It's weird that he
Yeah,
was
it's
sending
weird.
randomly, dick pics to some chick. But if I see
Right.
that
I
on
don't give a
Twitter,
fuck.
I'm gonna ignore that. I don't want to. I don't care about another man sending his tallywhack to some chick. You know what I mean? Unless
That's
it's like
fact.
I seen people putting up some rumors about him sending some 16-year-old girl stuff and all that. That stuff
I
is
don't want to be
more.
involved. Listen,
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
want to be involved in none of that.
I don't want
I
to be
don't
involved in
wanna-
that either. But my thing is just
Nothing.
like, don't tag me in that. There's plenty of people. You
Okay.
can speak your own opinions. You can get your thoughts out there. You ain't got to tag me, because if you tag me in it, you're not going to get a like or a retweet from me to spread what your thoughts are. I don't really care about your thoughts on this man and sending his tallywhacker. I don't care. If it's not gaming on Twitter, most of the stuff I don't really care about. People write
Okay.
all the stuff.
That's the thing that niggas like. I feel like it gets misconstrued, man. Like as much as we make fun of Xbox and all sort of shit. At least for me, and I could definitely say for you and others that I follow, it never goes past gaming for me, man.
Never
Like,
goes past gaming.
it
I don't
never
do
goes
personal
past gaming
jabs. I
because
don't do none of that.
it's never that serious. Yeah, we call people stupid, like because their
Right.
opinion or whatever may be
Mhm.
like on something may be stupid, and it might be. But for me personally, as a gamer, as someone Twitter, my gaming Twitter, a lot of whatever, it's never deeper than gaming, and I feel like a lot of people they can't. It's like they can't separate they can't separate the gaming side, or they can't separate what people do that's outside of gaming with gaming. So it's like, oh, if this person is a PlayStation guy and he robs a bank, oh, the PlayStation community is fucked up. No. This individual that robbed the bank is fucked up.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
feel me? I'm not like this. Like, first off, I'm not. Listen, I say this all the time. I'm a gamer first, and I'm a PlayStation fan second. What these other PlayStation niggas do, I don't control. I don't. There ain't no council of niggas that give niggas okay on what they listen. You people conduct yourselves how you see fit, because all of you are adults and all of you live
Yep.
your own lives outside of this
Yeah,
Twitter,
like
gaming, YouTube.
they make it
I
seem like
I can't stress this enough. I like, and this goes for anybody. I can't stress this enough. I don't give a fuck what you do in your personal life. I promise to God, I don't. I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
I
because
don't.
at the end of the day, persona is like them tagging me into this shit. What you want me to say? You want me to reprimand a man that I've never met? I don't know. I don't have his personal number. I don't have none of that. Like, what you want me to do? What you want me to contact him through PSN and we're gonna get in a party chat? Like, yo, Jay, what are you doing, man? Come on, man. I don't know Jay said person like that. I just know him through gaming, bro. You know what I
Right.
mean? If it ain't gaming, I don't really care. Like, yo, everybody have their things that they do. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Now, I will say his approach, I agree,
his approach is pure comedy.
is off.
That's
And again,
yes.
him sending the pic or whatever, in the day and age we live in, bruh, you should have known.
Yeah, he should be smarter. He should be
Should've
smarter
known.
than that.
You can't be
Yep.
doing no fuck. You can't be doing shit
Yeah,
like
you
that,
can't
bruh.
you can't do that
You can't do
this
that.
day and age.
But again, you a grown
No,
ass
that
man.
nigga's an idiot for that.
Yeah, he is.
But you're a grown ass
Like,
man.
look at Bill Cosby
do.
and Harvey Weinstein and all these niggas that are getting caught up like 2 decades later, nigga, way past the fucking statutes of limitations.
Yeah.
And this nigga sending unsolicited dick pics, like not once but twice, over and over again. Then he sends a picture of himself jacking off, or a video
this
of
going down
himself
a lane
jacking
I don't
off
want to be
to
a
her,
part
though.
of. I'm done talking about this topic for me personally. I'll
Yeah.
leave myself and let y'all talk.
That
nigga needs to. That nigga's already been canceled, dog.
Yeah.
Like, he's an idiot for that.
Like the chick that was like, she told him to stop, and he just kept posting dick pics, and like this girl's like 26 years old, and like she's from Finland, and I said luckily he never got sued for that, because
the thing is too. This is why I gotta say, my bad, Jordan. It's just
all right, okay.
The thing is, like, a lot of people that were just involving themselves within this. Like, everybody's trying to get information out this girl. You know what I mean? Like I said, like, I have not commented on this thing. Like, I made my one comment on this joint, and then I start joking about it. And yo, people are sending me the shit, tagging me into shit. Like, yo, we're doing research and we got more information about this and this and that. I'm like, yo, listen, I don't really care, dog. You know what I mean? Like, if I learn that the girl's above age, I personally don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
But
yo, what's good? So yo, we got one second. We got Wavy. We got Wavy in the chat, and we got J Love in the chat. Yo, introduce yourself real quick. That was Wavy, by the way. That was saying the Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby stuff.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Wavy, the boy Wavy Cricket, out here with my man's Jay motherfucking Bari.
Okay. I'm about to DM you, Wavy. I don't know what I'm gonna send though. Not joking. Yeah. Hey, yo, you got my man J Love. J Love, what's good, man?
Oh, yo, my
what's good, man? This is J Love, man, in the building. Yo, support my man J Barbie. I love that nigga. You know, that's my homeboy. You know, but yo, I also fuck with J Tech too, man. I'm on his I'll be on his podcast a lot. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all niggas, man. Instead of talking about this shit, you know, tell that nigga, yo, chill with that shit. Don't even tell him. Just say, yo, don't do that shit, yo.
The only
Wait, hold on. Yo, J Love, but that's the thing, bruh. It's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Not only that, we've been telling this nigga to chill for years, dog.
Yo, J Love, do I need to tell you to get up and go to work and make money so you can do what you got to do? Or you
Nah,
can do it? Do I need to tell you to get up and take a shower? Do I need to tell you to get up and take care of your life and your necessities and shit? No, because you're a grown ass man and you know what's right is right and what you need to do as a man, as an adult. The fuck out, listen. This is the internet, bruh.
I'll say this though, he definitely needs to be a little bit smarter in what he does. Maybe he does need somebody to tell him that.
That's what I'm trying to say. If he holler at me, I'm gonna holler at him and say, yo, because I just found out too. But if he holler at me, I'm gonna holler at him and say, yo, nigga, you know this is internet, right? This shit is crazy on here, yo. You gotta chill, man.
The way that they trying to destroy.
I'm not trying to blow the nigga, but I want to see the nigga fail. It's another.
Nah, but bro, you know the thing is, they trying to destroy men out here in these streets nowadays.
Yeah.
Y'all going down
Look
the
at
path.
how this nigga's just voluntarily sacrificing himself, dog.
Yep.
It sounds like a setup to me. I don't know, man.
Everything's a setup.
My whole thing of bringing this up is just the fact that I just don't want people tying this to like PlayStation, because that's where I see that angle coming from.
But Jay Barbie,
and people tagging
listen to what you said. Think about it.
The thing is, people are tagging me though. Yeah, people are tagging me into things that like I don't care about this stuff, man. I really don't care about this stuff, bro. You ain't gotta tag me into this. Like, one thing I say, like, if you want to get your thoughts and opinions out there, you don't need to tag anybody in there to get your thoughts and opinion. If somebody wants to see it, or if somebody wants to comment on your thoughts and opinion on Twitter, most likely they will get to it somehow, some way. You know what I mean? You can say your piece, even if you disagree. You saying that he's a scumbag, this and that, this and that. You don't even got to type, I think J-Tech is a scumbag for sending this girl dick pics where she's not wanted. J Barry at J Barry _ TOA. Send. Why you gotta put me in that shit? You ain't gotta put me in it. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta do that.
Like they trying to get group up on a nigga. They trying to get it round up on a nigga, man.
Exactly.
I sent dick pics. Yo, J Bar, I sent dick pics to chicks on my phone, and they asked for it. Yo, listen to me. I chicks I'm smashing.
That's the difference. That's the difference. Like Persona said earlier, like yo, if you know what I mean, if the vibes is there, if she's sending it, then you know what I mean. Like it's different. I've done it too. I tell all of them about my sescapades, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I done it too, man.
They send me, yo. Y'all niggas see my phone, y'all see all types of shit. But yo, they say ask what they send me, I send it back. Yo, I'm smashing it.
You gotta reciprocate.
Yeah, but that's different though, bro.
Right.
That's like consensual right there.
You know, and I saw
at the end of the day.
Okay. I like this chick I suppose sent me her booty and a porn site link, and I didn't know how to feel about it, so I just blocked her because like
nah, Joe, stop it. This is speak from the heart. You speak from your heart, bro. You know what you did with that pic. Let's stop playing around. Let's stop playing, bro. Before you blocked her, you know what I mean? You was like, yo, this shit looking tight, nice. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, this is speak from the heart, man. We let it out here, man.
Had a nice butt. She had a nice butt, though. Like she had a great, like it was so sexy.
Hey, yo, my man Jordan said, yo, her tits felt like a bag of sand.
Like I was hot. I was like, is it getting hot in here, or is just I didn't know how to react.
Hey man, go get that water.
Water, bro.
Nah, man, but yo, this day and age made us gotta be smarter, man. That's all it is. Yeah. But like I said, I'm bringing it up because I just felt like there was an angle, there's an agenda to certain things, and I want to nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know that, yo, Jay, you know that nigga, he wanted too. You know that nigga got, they got the crosshairs on that nigga, man. You know, a lot of PC niggas.
Yeah.
Got a lot of hate on that nigga, yo.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And like nobody. The thing is, I seen people trying to get at sick. People was getting at other people as well. Like nobody was really defending. You know what he did. It's just like, yo, just mind your business. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really was. Like
even J Dub got tied into this. I don't know how J Dub got tied into.
And I get it. I get it too. Like, you know, people have daughters. People have, you know, nieces and things like that. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, but this is not your daughter. This is not your niece. You know what I mean? It does not personally affect you. You know what I mean? You can feel heart-founded with it because, you know, you do have a daughter or you know, a niece and stuff like that, but it's not a personal attack at you personally.
Yeah, I just found out about all this shit. This shit that went down, I just found out about. I was like, what the fuck?
Yo, bro, you know I found out about it because people was tagging me. People was tagging me in it. You know what I mean? I'm over here, kid. Really? Yo, guys, we got the entry's about to close. Let me see if I can redo the. I'm gonna restart the entry. I'm gonna resume it again. Right? I resumed the entries, guys. So if you guys want to win a $60 PSN voucher, you know, big shout out to the person, you know, that giving me the voucher and all that stuff. And I'm just showing mass support to everyone out here that supported this channel. You guys can do it. So explanation point raffle in the chat, so you guys can be in the running for the giveaway. I'm gonna close it in like 2 minutes, so you got to be really quick. We got 15 people so far, so type it in really quick so Streamlabs can get you, and then I'm gonna close it up. All right, but yeah, that's just all I wanted to say about that.
Okay.
So what's this about this new anybody got any info on gaming news or PS5 news or what, you know?
Not really.
Ain't no PS5 news right now.
PS5 rumors.
rumors and shit. You know these niggas
It's
talking.
rumors.
That
Nothing but
PS5, that PS5 giving everybody blue
Bro, I
balls.
got a rumor, dog. We gonna be able to play in space with this motherfucker.
No.
That PS5 getting everybody
Yo,
blue balls
Barry,
right now, man.
Yeah, Barry, shut the fuck up. I knew he was gonna repeat that shit.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna repeat it. Yo, Chuck said he got a quick question. Yo, B Money, what's good, man? Nick Banks, what up?
I ain't
Yo.
gonna front, man. I'm getting tired of fucking.
Yo, Chuck is
I'm
asking
getting
what
tired of
has
these,
really
like, these
happened to
rumors and shit.
Xbox.
it has
Yeah.
gone to shit.
What do you mean?
I-
What happened to Xbox?
Like, what happened
has-
to Xbox? Why is it so bad right now, man?
They ain't got no
Because they
games,
have no
nigga.
games.
They got games like Grounded being passed off as next gen
Well,
experiences.
Bruh, like when your library looks so unimpressive, like come on, man, like seriously, like who's still playing Gears 5 or Halo 5? Like come on, like
Yo,
seriously.
you know what? You know what Xbox is? Xbox is the girl you take home when it's closing at the club.
oh
You ain't
man, that final
and you
hour?
ain't trying to go. You ain't trying to go home alone. So 3:00, it's closing, lights on.
Damn.
The closest thing you can home, boy.
You
Like,
take,
yo,
you take
let's
that
go.
quick shot real quick. It's like, all right, there we go. Yo, Rome Rush, what up, man?
Yeah. But
Oh shit!
like I said, it's just Xbox. It's like their exclusives have been like terrible. Like come on, Xbox, y'all gotta step up your game. Y'all gotta freaking really step up your game next gen. If y'all don't, then this spells for a disaster. Like
Oh,
I'm
yo, Blue Mustang, this PlayStation meeting thing is fake. So there was a fake PlayStation account. Let me see if I can find them.
Play stop. Wait, what was it? Play Staten?
Yeah, it was Play Staten.
yeah, but stop. Everybody got fooled. Like they thought
Look,
it was
you
actual.
want to know how it was really fooling people?
Yeah.
Geo almost fell for the okie doke.
Yo, you know what? I got fell for the okie doke,
Right.
man.
I was like, oh shit. And they were like, wait a minute. They ain't see the blue check. And I looked at them, I was like, nah, pimp.
But when I saw the handle, I'm like, no, that's not PlayStation. Like it didn't even have an eye. Like really?
Yo,
like,
this is the channel right here. Yo, they even got my man. They got him to remove the picture, the actual media picture. So he put out this tweet saying, tune in for February 15th for an exclusive look on the future of PlayStation. Yo, everything looks so on point. I retweeted it real quick. Yo, Boro, he messaged me. He was like, yo, that's fake. I quickly undid everything. Look at all the people got hit. 15K, 4,000 people got hit right here. But they actually got the media does not display. The image has been removed in response to a report from a copyright holder. Yo, that's
I'm
how.
gonna keep it a stack. I don't think he created that, bruh. I think he got that from some. Like, yo, that looks too.
Yo, but the
that
whole
looks
the whole
too
the
clean,
whole the
bruh.
whole tweet, the whole page does look officially like PlayStation. Nobody cared that he got 0 followers and 800 followers. Like,
Right?
yo, we just saw that,
Look,
and we was like, yo,
This
but-
how thirsty.
but-
See, this
but
how
Bar-
thirsty people are for PlayStation 5. Like it's almost criminal. Like PlayStation is being so quiet right now.
Yep.
It's killing the whole community, bruh. Like
Look.
it's killing everybody, man.
Bruh, I
killing them.
had to legit look at a dude this morning on Facebook. He been doing this for like 2 days. Just crying and I was like, when is Sony gonna reveal something about I was like, bruh,
Bruh.
calm your ass down. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, it ain't that serious.
yo,
Come
this
on,
is
guys.
cool right here, man. They have everything looking like
I ain't gonna
PlayStation.
front. I got caught a little bit too because I had liked it, but I ain't retweet yet.
Oh,
I like
said,
to
fuck the
retweet
eye.
it, bro. Let me see who liked to retweet it. See if
Nah,
I
'cause,
catch
like, I was
anybody.
looking at I looked at the handle and I said, "Where the fuck the eye at? Let me look at this shit real quick."
Look, Persona, you wasn't looking for the check. You just seen PlayStation. You about to go
Yo,
in.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I ain't seen no check, no nothing. I'm like, yo,
There was no unverified. There was no
But
verified.
you
like,
want to know?
hold
But
up.
you want to know what else was funny? Because I went on there. I was like, they ain't got no follow. Did PlayStation make a new channel or something? Like,
Nah, but see, that's what I did though. I had went to PlayStation's official channel to see if he just like grabbed it from there. I ain't see shit from an official PlayStation.
But wait. They also tried to kind of make it seem like they was, relaunching the profile or whatever, because they had a couple of like official PlayStation related posts.
Yeah, because they had to vote for your player's choice game and all that there.
I was like, bruh, if y'all were gonna do this, y'all should have been doing this for at least a year.
I was about to go ham on Twitter because I liked and retweeted it. Then I got the DM from Boro. I was like, oh, hold on. I just called it.
Niggas was already in the emails emailing their supervisor like, look, I ain't gonna be in on the 15th, but be off that day, man.
Oh, I had to catch myself.
All right, guys. So this is what we're gonna do here. I'm about to close the entries. So once again, last second, if you guys want to be a part of the giveaway, put exclamation point raffle in there. Like I said, we got 46 people in here, and we only got 18 entries. So either hit the subscribe button and put that raffle in there. You guys are gonna see it live here. And yeah, 18 of you guys are in here. I'm gonna close it in like 10 seconds. Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go, man. We closing it up. Yo, Jordan, I appreciate that. It's closed. All right. The winner of this giveaway. Here we go. And as you can see, this is not me picking. This is Streamlabs. All right, here we go. Let me zoom in. I got to build some tension. All right, I got to build some tension. Can I build some tension real quick?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, TOA is definitely coming back very soon, guys. Tune in. Matter of fact, this month it is. We are here.
So you guys starting? Is it Guilty Gear? I think y'all do, guys.
Nah, we're gonna do Blaze Blue, cross tag, start things off. Then Street Fighter. Then that Grand Blue Fantasy, the lab work is gonna be in there.
I'm signing up.
All right. Drum roll.
That I'm definitely signing up.
Damn, I'm good at the drums. Here we go. And the winner is. Walter. Walter is the winner. Where's my man Walter? Walter, are you in here in the chat? Walter, you are the winner of the $60 PSN voucher. Hit me up if you're on Twitter as well. It'd be much easier to just DM you. But Walter, you have 2 minutes to respond. If Walter does not respond in 2 minutes, then we got to keep it moving.
Out of here.
But yeah, so what else there's to talk about in here, man? We're going to wait for my man Walter.
Well, I think we covered almost everything.
The biggest news this week. Final Fantasy VII Remake got a new trailer. How you guys feeling about that trailer, man?
Oh, it's dope. It is freaking dope. Like, I never played a Final Fantasy game, but this one, I definitely picked it up.
You never played a Final Fantasy nonsense.
Never played a Final.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yo, Jordan, you about to get kicked in the shin, dog. Be honest with you.
God. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your voice went pitched
you
up
need to
right
kick
there.
the nigga out the Discord for that.
I'm just so much into Pokemon and stuff. Like
you play Pokemon but Final Fantasy? Speak about it.
But
where would you start with Final Fantasy?
At this point, you can start at 7.
Okay, all right.
You can get Final Fantasy 7 the old one from PS Store for like $10.
Yep. They got 7, they got 8 and 9. You can
9.
get.
They got 10, 10 2. They got 12.
But
they got 14. They need to put 13 on.
I'm
even though
so
it's 13
sorry,
sure.
J Barry, man. I'll get into Final Fantasy. I haven't got into
Nah,
it,
it's
but
cool. There's a you know what? We're just making fun, but there's a lot of people that haven't
yeah,
played Final Fantasy or Final
right,
Fantasy that's catching the eye to this game
Uh,
here.
yeah.
But
Oh,
you could
Walter's in the
even get
building. Yo,
like
Walter's
4,
in the
5,
building.
and 6.
Yo, Walter, hit me with your Twitter, man. Hit me with your Twitter. If you're on
But
Twitter, let me know.
like
I'm gonna go to your channel and see what's up. If I can
like I
DM you in there.
like I said, I'm gonna start with Final Fantasy 7. I think that's a good way to kick off
Oh,
my family.
if you have Steam on any computer, you could run 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7, no problem. And
well,
maybe
he
yeah,
probably
you
run all of them on
probably run
computer.
them.
It really doesn't take much to run them.
Yo, Walter, if you're on Twitter,
Oh,
this is my Twitter page. My DM should be open. Just DM me so I can DM you the code. But yeah,
yeah.
how do you
I
no
forgot to.
Twitter? Are you on PSN? Y'all ain't got Twitter? Damn.
like I said,
Man.
2020, no Twitter. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
Hey,
man.
Walter
That's
said y'all staying
envy.
off the grid, dog.
word,
That man
man.
said I
And
ain't got no footprint outside of PlayStation.
Facts.
Hey,
Walter White.
I'm getting a Switch soon.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yo, but how you guys feel about the trailer, man? Hey, that trailer got me tearing up, though. Real talk, man.
That's
Man,
it.
just
The trailer
saying.
looks.
Okay, put it like this: when you see the trailer and you remember how those scenes played out when you originally played it, umpteen million years ago.
It's
Like
those
him
feelings
going,
all over again.
yeah, it's like when he's doing the whole cross dress and trying to go impress the Don. Like they fleshed that out so goddamn much now, it is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they completely revamped that. You know what I
Cause it
mean?
used to be, oh, you just go to the shop, get dressed, and then go to the Don's house.
You know what
They,
surprises me though? Yeah, like people act surprised, like, oh, look, like, college cross dressing. Is he a trans? Like, really? Like, trans and
Oh Lord.
are two different things. Like, come on now. Like,
No, I
and
mean
That's that's how you.
it's just a lot of people that didn't play the game
mm-hmm.
that
right,
will say
right,
stuff like that. But at the end of the
yeah.
day,
That's what I
Oh,
want to
we
point
all
out.
know the reason why he did that. It was to save
yeah.
Tifa, and Tifa, she was on a mission to get more
Right,
information about what Shinra's doing. I mean,
right.
that's just what it
But
is.
like I said, people took it out of context. I knew they would have taken it out of context because it's. I mean, it's an old game, but they should have known, like, at least. Yeah,
But we all know that that was just a conspiracy. Like the women just wanted to get him dressed up as a girl.
right.
They're all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
because
No,
they
but
thought it was
the
funny.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they thought it was funny, but it's
I think it's an agenda, but
but
I don't.
can't have an agenda, but it's like it's whatever. But a lot of people just are being ignorant about it, but it's fine. Like
There
it's
are agendas out here though. These SJW streets.
yeah, but
People just want they just want to be part of some kind of movement.
right,
So they have to
yeah,
disregard every kind of anything that's reality or anything that's sensible, just so
right,
that they can kind of fit into some group.
yeah.
Hey, look, guys, we're part of this group.
The thing is, people always got to
But
create
yo,
some type of controversy with everything, man. This game
Yeah,
is not
exactly.
it's just a mission. It's to save a friend and to get information about
Yeah.
what Shinra
yeah,
is doing.
nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, like
But in terms of the trailer, like this trailer did it. Like, I mean, I was sold for the very first trailer, but this trailer, like the music and like everything about the trailer, the aesthetic, showing Red 13 and showing all these other like special characters and seeing the cross dress scene and like him like getting dressed up by old dude and shit. It I was just like, yo, this is this game's gonna be amazing, man. Like,
And the song playing
it
was
really,
it a
yeah,
dream?
yeah. It really,
It,
it
it's
really is
like
gonna be amazing. And it's like, yo, when it came to that scene, and I think Court can agree here. I got Majima vibes from Yakuza 0
Oh
when you
man.
first switch over to Majima, and he's in the theater club, and he does
Mm,
that whole
Yeah.
musical
And
number. I was like, yo,
nobody questioned Maj, but that was a gangster scene
yep.
right there.
facts. But yo, this right here, yo, I'm really like I'm going into blackout when this game drops, bro. I'm
it's
platinum in it. I'm scrubbing this game top to bottom, bro. Like I'm really
100%.
200 hours getting put in.
And
but
but you want to know what the killer thing is, Persona?
Mm.
If this is supposed to be a game that's chopped up, they doing a fucking lot.
Yo, yeah, you're right. 'Cause I
Why?
was watching Barry's podcast when he was doing the shot by shot earlier this week, and I agree with what he said because he said that they were showing a lot of big parts of the game in
A
these
lot.
trailers, but they're saying that there's still a ton of surprises and stuff in the game.
It's gonna be a
That
big
leads
game,
me to
bro.
believe. Yeah, that leads me to believe that it's going to be a lot you can do in Midgar. And then what Barry said in his podcast about being on the highway leaving Midgar, I think where the story where this game may end, you may be able to play a little bit outside of Midgar,
really,
but then it's going to end. Yeah. Well,
To
yeah.
me, I
It's-
think that's way better that they're taking their time. They're going to do each part in full depth, and they're going to go even deeper into depth. So they're going to add even more. Like I'd rather have it like that and have more of a game in the end. Sure, you got to pay more, but
I mean,
Well,
It's
you know what I think it is though too. I think they're using this opportunity to tell Final Fantasy VII the way they really want to tell it. Because don't get it twisted, the original Final
There's
Fantasy is
limitations.
amazing. Yeah, it's
imitation.
amazing. It's trust me, that game is iconic in every way. But I feel like they're using this opportunity to really tell you like everything. Like you're
Yeah.
going to get I got a feeling we're going to get a ton of Crisis Core integrations in here. You're going to get Advent
100%.
Children integrate. Like I think it's going to be more than just the standard Final Fantasy game being remade here.
mhm.
It's going to be everything, and I
I
think
mean,
that's why they're showing so much here because we're definitely going to be getting some. I feel like we're definitely going to be getting some Advent Children style moments here,
I
and we definitely might even see Zack or get some type of flashback. It's gonna be some crazy. I feel like it's gonna be crazy, and that's why they're showing this now because it's just the tip of the iceberg, bro.
right,
Like straight up.
yeah,
Yeah, I definitely feel like they're definitely gonna have some Zach moments in there because there's certain things what Hojo said just got me thinking like, yo, he's talking about his hypothesis and all that stuff, but you really kind of need Crisis Core to get that full kind of story
explanation of
background. Yeah.
everything.
So I feel like they're gonna have some stuff with Crisis Core. They're gonna explain a lot. They're gonna explain Sephiroth origin. I think you're gonna get all of that there in this game as well, man. Because now we're seeing Sephiroth when they see Genova, and bro, they actually showed a Genova.
Yo, even
a Genova fight.
Genova fight is
Yo, my
Yeah,
god, bro.
that's what I was looking at, bar. I was like, wait a minute, now. They don't pull out the Genova fight out of nowhere. No, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's
just,
not even a surprise. That means that it's gonna be some crazy shit in this game if Genova's just, hey, look, this is Genova fighting. What? You showing this right here?
mhm.
What the fuck? Like that shit threw me off too because I'm like, yo, if you're showing Genova trail, just what the fuck are you gonna like? What are you gonna be throwing at us in the game? A lot.
Shit. And I was up there looking at Genova. I'm like, nigga, if that's Genova, what the fuck is Ruby and Omega and all Sapphire? Like, what the
How
fuck
those
they gonna
fights
look
be
like
looking,
then?
right? Yo, facts, B. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, man.
Yes, it is. I agree.
That trailer definitely had me like just at all, man. It's the best trailer that we saw so far, man. Like I said, with this game, every trailer that we have seen is just hitting all the strides, like getting people excited for that game. You know what I mean? There's no like down moments in the trailers that they've been showing. They've been really, really smart with the trailers, and there's been a lot of trailers showing a lot of stuff. Apps ball fight, Genova, all the characters got revealed except for one person. We're still waiting for my man Rufus, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna hold off on that because that's like to the end. But you know what I mean, the game is going to be amazing, man. It's going to be amazing. Hopefully, everybody just going to get it and enjoy it, and keep it moving from there, man. But yeah, guys,
this 2 month wait gonna be hard, bro.
It's gonna be rough, man. I had to change my vacation days.
Yo, I'm taking a whole week off for it.
Man, that's why I was like, look, I'll tell y'all closer to when this date is finalized, because motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, such and such coming out then. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna schedule it, and all of a sudden, like,
I'm taking off that. I'm taking off that Friday and that Monday, and I'm taking off Friday and Monday. For sure.
I just hate it for everybody that wasn't expecting delays this year. Yeah. Like the shit wasn't gonna happen. Like, oh y'all was expecting all this shit and didn't learn from last year? In the first 3 months? I'm just saying. Wait, remember
too much coming
last year, what was it? It was like Metro, something else, and something else. I forgot what all was supposed to come out in those first 3 months. But I was like, nah, some gonna get pushed back because it's too damn crowded.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you got hit with the Metro been delayed, this been delayed. I was like, well, and now everybody's like, Cyberpunk supposed to come out, Doom supposed to come out, this supposed to come out. I'm like, some gonna get pushed back.
Yep.
And what happened? Last of Us got pushed back. Doom caught his date last year, so we ain't gonna count that. But Final Fantasy got pushed back. Resident Evil got pushed back.
Yo, before we close the show up, just wanted to show the stuff that's coming to PlayStation. Yeah, some of these games here are on multiple platforms, but just look at the lineup that if you own a PlayStation, you're eating this earlier of the year. This is not even all the games. This is just the games that they highlight in here. So they just dropped the article here. PlayStation's most wanted games early 2020. You got Dreams coming out in a few days. Mega Man 0 and the Legacy Collection that's coming out a few days. Neo coming out in March. MLB The Show in March. Doom in March. Persona 5 Royale in March. Then April hit Resident Evil 3. Final Fantasy 7 a few days after remake. Predator Hunting Grounds. The Last of Us Part 2. Man. So this pretty much gave us everybody was thinking that Ghost of Tsushima is going to be the second half of the
so some of the lesson, not lesson.
Man, you hate to see Predator and what was that other game you said came out in April?
Oh yeah, Predator. I'm gonna have this, but I'm not gonna play it in April.
I'm not buying that.
I'm not playing that in April.
How they forget to mention Trials of Mana?
That's April too. Yeah, that's April. That's the same day as Predator. That's the same day, April 24th.
Sword Art Online, Lacreos.
Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. They got a release date for March 3rd, so they took Final Fantasy date. But yeah, that's pretty much the games. First half of the year.
I'm still waiting for fucking Relink and Tales of Arise to get a date, man. I need dates for them.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Tales. I don't think Relink is going to come out anytime soon because the Japanese.
No, they said 2020.
Yeah, but
they said 2020.
It's going to drop for the Japanese date. Then it's probably like a month or two after with the North America release. But yo, guys,
I need that Tales of Arise.
We're going to close it up here, guys. Definitely appreciate everybody coming through. Hit us with your outros real quick, man. Starting from the top, my man Blue Mustang. Blue there. All right, Blue.
There you go. All right. Yeah, it's Blue Mustang. Just your gamer pretty much. Nothing too special, just like to play games. Play what I like, so
that's lit. That's lit. Yo, my man J Love. I know you muted and you're deafened out here, man. What's going on, J Love? Can you hear us? Well, you probably can't hear us because he's deafened. That's what it means, right? That you can't hear. All right, so we get back to him. Yo, Jordan, man.
Yo, it's been Jordan, dog. But I'm glad to be here, and thank you, J-Bar, for letting me on the cast. I appreciate it. I had some fun, I've been playing some Warframe and stuff, I've been mostly chilling on Twitter and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, see, you got that bass in your voice too, man. That's lit.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yo, I remember you from last Jordan. You had a very high pitched voice. Now you got a little bass in there, man.
Yeah.
You probably got a little facial hair too, man. What's going on over there?
I have some. I've been taking some testosterone. Definitely. But yeah, it has been working out for me, and I'm glad. Like now, I have a deep voice now, and now people can stop calling me a kid because like.
Yo, facts.
You know what I mean?
Now you can whisper sweet nothings to these hoes out here, man. You know what I mean? They say you some pics like that again. Hit them up with a voice message like, "Yo, I need to see some more."
Very white.
It's lit, man. That's my guy Jordan, man. Me and Jordan, we had our ups and downs, man. Jordan know I don't play, man. I hit that block button instantly. Don't mess around with me.
We go back in 2015.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Back. That's my guy right there, though.
Yeah, we had differences, but now we patched it up. We're homies again.
Yeah, yo, friends. my man, Wavy. Here's with your outro, man.
Hey, what's up? You already know it's Wavy. Thanks for inviting me over, J Bari, and I just gotta say, man, in today's day and age, man, don't be sending no unsolicited shit. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you got a dick and two balls, man, they out for you. So
that's a fact.
Take care of yourselves, gentlemen.
Oh man,
no tallywhackers out there, man. It's not wanted. Yo, Wolf Flow, man. Yeah, Wolf.
I'm here. Yeah, well, thanks for having me, dude. Always good speaking from the heart, man, and it's got my mind off my headache, so that was awesome.
That's lit, man. I know I got an annoying voice, so if that helps with your headache, that's good.
Definitely, man.
Lit, man. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Yo, Court, Sarge 0079. What is good, man?
Oh, you mean the PSN handle formerly known as Sarge 007.
Yeah, I saw you change your shit to
GTTC
or some shit.
Yeah.
What you changed it to?
GTTC Stealth. That's my new handle now.
Word.
So you can officially just call me Stealth. Mr. Stealth himself.
Oh yeah,
only reason
guy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my new handle. So if y'all hadn't added me, you can add me. But yeah, nice little panel today, talking gamer related stuff with a little bit of house cleaning as far as Twitter escapades and whatnot. As my boy Wavy said before he left, keep if you got a dick and two balls, keep them to yourself.
No tallywhackers.
The bar gonna say tallywhacker. I get annoyed every time you fucking say it because I'm a damn grandpa saying some shit. But it is just it's 20. Last 5 years, folks been getting called out for any damn thing. So just don't do it. Protect yourself.
Protect yourself. Don't do it.
If anything, just if the vibe right, do it. But if it seemed kind of iffy, keep that motherfucker to yourself.
Yep.
My wife probably.
If you're gonna send your tallywhacker, send half of it. You know what I mean? We're interested.
Just give it a sneak peek. Don't give it a full yard. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, send the boxes and you know what I mean, the boxes. You know
I mean, my wife would probably ask one. I'd be like, "Woman, just bring ass on. You can see it all day. Don't do me." 'Cause I know what she gonna do. 'Cause they do it at work. They be up there.
Yo, Corey, you snitch on your wife, man. What's going on, man?
Man, I snitch on because she was up there. I was at home one day. It was on my off day, and she was like, "Hey, babe, send me a pic." Oh, like a pic? A pic of what? She was like, "You know." I'm like, "Woman, I ain't done that in a couple of years. What the?" And I thought about it. I'm like, they at work. They probably talking about some shit. Fuck that. No. If you want to see it, bring your ass home. You can see it, get it, whatever. Like, you can see it, you can touch it, you can rub it, you can tug it, whatever you want to do. But I ain't sending you no damn picture, cause I already know y'all out there doing some shit. So no, ain't nobody else seeing my damn dick today.
Yeah, I tell these hoes, I got big balls and they jiggle like a lot of keys. But yo, we got my man, the birthday boy. Happy birthday to you.
Peace, Sony.
Happy birthday to you.
Like the people that make PlayStation.
Happy birthday.
Alright, nigga, goddamn. Randy Watson, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Are you spitting all over the mic?
He good. I say that boy good.
You. Persona, keep it so NY. Keep it so NY like them boys that made PlayStation.
Yeah, why this nigga trying to sad?
You already know.
Why this nigga trying to sad?
You gotta represent the greatest nation.
I appreciate it, brother. Yo, man, y'all already know, man. J Barry channel, that's my home away from home. Whenever I ain't shit up on my channel, come on, real quick, give my thoughts, keep it. Yo, man, definitely. I hopped in towards the end, but it's always good to listen to Speak from the Heart, man. I got a good idea too for some artwork for you, Barry, real quick. But we gonna talk about that.
Oh, it's lit. It's lit. Let's go.
Yo, man, your boy Persona. Follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gaming with Persona. I've been playing Invisible, man. I keep saying Invisible, Indivisible.
Mm-hmm.
I like the game. This fucking main character, stupid as fuck. Try to get the platinum. Just try to get the platinum before Super Bowl start tonight. But yo, man, like I always say, man, I ain't gonna say keep it gaming because a lot of you niggas don't game anyway.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say, yo, listen, be true. I'm gonna just say it like this: be true to who you are. If you a nigga that like to be on Twitter all day, then be that. If you're a nigga that like to play games, then be that. Stop being out here like you a neutral. Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. I hate you neutrals. I swear to God, I do. I hate neutrals.
100%.
This shit annoys the fuck out of me. What else? That's it, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting Barry's channel. Make sure y'all continue to do that. And I hope y'all have a great week. Be safe. And stay out of drama.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. Great episode. Don't be sending me no tallywhackers on PSN. I don't want it. You know what I mean? But for you gamer girls, I will be in your DMs though. I ain't sending no tallywhackers. Yo, some of y'all looking like I got my eye on
extra height.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say Barry probably tried to get in that one DM I sent him.
Yo, listen, I have no shame in my game, man. If these girls want to put me on blast, they can. But my game is on point, like a thorn out here. You know what I mean? So that's all I gotta say, man. These girls, they love the best lisp on YouTube. Just letting you know. But yo, this is Speak from the Heart, guys. Great episode. We talk about frame rates. We said it actually should give Phil Spencer a pass on our favorite characters this generation. New characters this generation. Hopefully you guys, took in all of the gaming topics. You know what I mean? It wasn't just all about the drama and whatnot, but we do game out here, man. But I will be streaming a certain indie game by one of my favorite developers that came out. Arc System Works. They got a game called Code Shifters. I will be streaming that a little bit later today. But I'm gonna just continue to play some Kingdom Hearts for a little bit, and I'll stream that later. So if you guys are interested in that game, it's a 2D platforming game, but it has all of the Arc System fighting game characters in that game. So I'm gonna try to get this Jin unlocked, Jin Kisaragi, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later during that, man. But we out of here, man. Boy J Bar, the best lisp on YouTube, and I'm gone. Deuces.